there we go. I hope we're live.
You live?
I hope so. Otherwise, if we're not
We
live,
live!
we're gonna feel very sad about it. Oh, that's for sure.
Oh my god, we're people again!
Yeah. No. Where were you guys last week? Y'all disappeared on me.
We transformed.
Yeah, you guys just transformed into little
Robots in
tiny
disguise.
plushy pieces right here.
I was a hot man and a cheesy gordita
Yeah,
crunch.
you changed genders. What did you transition?
How did you do that,
beyond?
Cosmic?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's 2022. You can be whatever you want to be. And I wanted to be a hot man in a cheesy gordita crunch outfit.
And succeeded.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, lordy. Greetings, everybody. My name is KG Prestige, and welcome, one and all, to another exciting edition and our last session, ladies and gents, for this series titled the PokePod World Podcast. And it has been an amazing honor being with y'all for the past 3 years, actually making it the whole way this time around. No cut-ins or no cancellations or no weird shit happening in the middle of our previous PokePod season like what had happened in Sun and Moon. Nah, we actually made it all the way to the very end, ladies and gents. And now we conclude things off with our final session 170. Although initially I think it was requested to be 169.
Yeah, Hunter, take notes.
Welcome to what? Well, yeah. Welcome to episode 169.969.
Lamau.
Wow.
Oh yeah, but yeah, so ladies and gents, it's gonna be a fun one for tonight. We got a lot to go and cover. We got a lot to celebrate and share, and of course, things to look forward to. Once again, if you guys haven't yet watched the previous session of the PokePod, it's available on YouTube. And in there, we did already announce that there will be a PokePod Direct at the start of next year, where you will learn a little bit more details of where the future of the PokePod will be leading into within the year of 2023 and beyond. So we hope you guys look forward to that. In the meantime, though, let's celebrate the here and now with the peeps we got going on.
That's
here
right, we're
in this
Nintendo.
call. So what do you guys say? Let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and introduce everybody from right to left this time around. From my right over here, I got my boy Richie Rich.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor serving with you. Until next year.
Until next year.
Okay. Way to be so
So he eats
dramatic.
himself out of existence. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh Lord, so there's Richie there. Moving on from him, we got our buddy Dean.
Stop, bit.
Damn! Oh my god!
I'm eating a Reese's stick. Also, stop moving me. The fuck?
Oh look, I
You're
didn't
not
do
you when you're
anything. Yeah,
hungry.
that was you.
You're
Oh, wait, that's
squirming.
Snickers.
In the middle right there.
Traditional, very traditional.
We got our buddy Cosmic Vengeance _
Hi, friends.
Moving from
How
her,
are
we
you?
got our buddy. Wait, what?
I said, how are you?
Oh, okay. I'm doing fine. How's chat doing?
Oh,
as
good.
well?
Yeah, well, we have Groot in the chat. He had a cheesy gordita crunch and is now a fan. I made sure to pin that comment.
Oh my
Is that the
god!
first time having
Was
one?
that what's
Are you
being
serious,
highlighted
dog?
right now? Yes, cheesy gordita crunches are good. Moving on from that, we got our buddy Amy over there.
Hello, everyone. We did it! Cookie stream next year! Yay!
Yeah, let's go.
Yay!
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one, isn't it? And well, we'll talk more about that probably later in this session.
Yeah, it's actually funny about that.
And,
Go
yeah.
on.
So last but not least, all the way in the left side of the couch, we got our boy TSS.
It's fucking cold. Turn the heat up.
No,
Yo, I know.
no, what you need, my
Yeah,
friend,
yeah, honestly.
is an Udi. And if you use the code KG Prestige at checkout, you'll save yourself over $35 on that thingy, my bob. So please go ahead and check it out by clicking on that link right there, provided by our buddy Cosmic in the chat. How smooth is it? No, seriously, an Udi is great. Right now, my mother literally yoinked the other
I
Udi.
know, it's great,
She's
beautiful.
using it.
Aww.
Nah,
Is she liking
oh,
it?
she loves it, man. I think she didn't realize how comfy it would be until the cold wind hits. And she's just been a big fan of it since. Hey, Goldmine, how are you doing? Actually, before we really do properly continue, let me see the hellos in the chat once again, everyone, so I can actually say hello to each and every single one of y'all that are currently here on the stream for tonight. The ones who are always here in the start of the hour, so I can make sure to properly thank those for coming at the start and being with us through the whole session. So let's go say hi to them. We got Vanguard, we got Muffin Man, we got Robzo, we got Omar, Zach, Ven from Twitch, Robzo, our buddy Joker. Hi, wait, what? I'm very clear.
I'm
Very
married.
clear.
Clear?
Oh my god.
married.
Wait. She married a freaking Suntory drink. Okay, cool.
We got our buddy Galar, Squeed,
Yeah,
Gold Miner
yeah.
once again, clear. Oh no, somebody's sisters-in-law.
Thursday.
I'm kind of I'm confused with clear. I promise.
When's the wedding? Where
El
where's-
Clear, my wife.
Yeah. Can you believe she didn't
happening?
invite her sisters to the wedding?
I know. Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm
We
not-
were there for the hiker lady. We were there for Amy Duncan. We were there for the divorce of Amy Duncan.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I still never got part of that job that y'all never got me in, despite being
We sent you an
sisters,
email.
You know.
Yeah, it's in your
Tyrone
spam.
rated us.
Still, regardless, I'm just. Why couldn't you just speak to it vocally with me? That's the real
Well,
thing.
You're a busy boy.
Yeah.
Guy who never answers his fucking phone.
Damn, bro.
I'm sorry I keep that shit unmuted at all times in my business phone. Galar out here donating 500 bitty bits. Let's get it. And once again, Tyrone, the God 3 out here rating with a party
And
of
no one who's
9.
late.
Hope you're
Same old Tyrone.
How'd
There's
you
my
streak?
mascot, Danny.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Tyrone Pog. Okay, we're rating for the rating. Nice. But yeah, so once again, everybody, welcome to our last session of the PokePod World Podcast. And we got many things to go and discuss from the latest episode of Pocket Monsters. I didn't. It's weird not saying 2019 on that no more. But
well,
Good.
about
That
that,
means it'll be a
Cerebi
good
is actually
episode,
putting
mate.
it under the 2019
Yeah, but-
banner.
Well,
I don't know.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Like, but that's
Oh,
what's
well,
weird.
let's see how we did it, because here's the thing. It's like, no. Well, here's the thing. We don't have it in anything. We have it
it's
under
like
specials and OVAs.
it can't be Journeys because that's alternate
No,
universe.
Yeah.
this is AU.
Yeah.
This is AU. So this is.
It's
yeah.
impossible. You're like
I say just put it under like where specials go, maybe.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like this is AU.
I wonder how the next episodes, the next 11 episodes, how are they going to be addressed as then?
As a new series,
It's a
probably.
separate. Yeah, it's a separate. It's gonna be. Yeah, it's a separate title because there's a separate subtitle in it. So it's technically a separate series.
Yeah, so as you guys already kind of got hinted at, we definitely are going to be talking about the new Pokemon animated series coming in 2023. Both versions of it, actually, because there's a lot to go into details. We didn't get a chance to talk about it as much in the previous session, so we'll definitely be addressing it a little bit more here. Not that a time has passed by. Congratulations, Lightning on Shiny. Now that some time has passed by, gave us a little bit more room to think a little bit clearly in regards to what the future of the series might hold. And we even got, I think, a little bit of detail regarding what the new episode is going to be like. We got our first summary of the latest episode of PM 2019, or PM. Yeah, well, technically it's still 2019 because it's still PM 2019 additional title to it. But Pocket Monsters, the next series. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Navy, thank you so much for the gifty of the community sub. Much appreciated there, buddy.
Hey.
Sergi
Richie, you got a thing.
Got a free sub.
Yeah, you got a sub.
Yeah, now you get to use all these cool little emotes here on this one. So congratulations, bud. The Plushy Pod World Podcast is gone.
thank
I'm
you.
sad. I know. Don't worry. The Plushy Pod will return in Endgame or some shit. I don't know. They'll come. They'll come
This
back.
is in game.
That means I have to dismantle the set and shit.
You know what we could do at the end of every year? We could do a plushie stream.
Oh, like the second to last ending one, it'll just be Plushy.
Yeah, second to last one every
Oh,
time.
God,
yes.
that absolutely still scares me, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. Then I should be a different Taco Bell item. Oh my god, I could be a Crunch Wrap next. Oh my god. I just
Crunch
have the
wrap
whole
and
menu.
shit.
You go through the.
Go to the
You're
whole.
gonna get the
whole
Cinnabon
menu.
delights and
Maybe the nacho
Ooh.
fries.
It's gonna be the
Oh my
nacho
God.
nacho fries. Hell yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
KG's so disappointed.
Okay.
I don't.
Doritos Locos Taco.
It's you guys know my opinions on the Taco Bells, bro.
Yeah, and it's wrong.
I know.
Damn.
I know.
Did
I'm
he-
wrong in
My
your
brother had extra.
perspective.
My brother had extra today, and I had some. So.
And y'all are just
What's
wrong
your,
for eating Hispanic food from an American fast food chain. You should be ashamed of yourself.
They don't say that they're Hispanic. They're Tex-Mex.
You're
You guys in the chat,
ashamed
what's
of
your
yourself.
favorite What's your favorite Taco Bell item?
None.
Out of curiosity.
Not even the chips and cheese.
None.
No.
They're harmless.
Well, to be fair, I think
KG, have you ever had Taco Bell?
Yes.
This is the question. Okay. I'm just making sure.
Don't worry, I've had my share.
Crunch wrap. Okay.
Just making sure.
Nacho fries. Hell yeah.
Now it was
Baja Blast.
Oh
really?
yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's my
Taco Bell
favorite.
item.
You guys have never been to Taco Bell in the chat. What's wrong with you? What?
Listen.
Good.
It's
good.
not that big
they
in Canada.
Stand
At
the
least I
right
think.
decisions. We stand with those.
I mean, if Groot went and got a cheesy gordita crunch in Canada, you can.
Why not? I mean, I've had Taco Bell before, but I'm just like,
Well, did you have the cheesy gordita crunch?
No, that's probably why. Fine, I'll
Yeah.
have it for you.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'll have a cookie in your honor.
Yeah, Taco Bell has a Mexican pizza, and it's actually really good. I got it for the first
it's
time.
decent. Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
Doritos Locos is good too. So
Yeah, that's my second choice. Yeah.
yeah, because I like the Doritos Crunch.
Lordy. So, okay. I'm going to address something real quick before we do continue our session for tonight. And we do got a nice amount of viewers right now currently watching. And this is going to be probably the only time you're going to see me gush about a film for like the next 5 minutes or so. And I need the whole world right now to take this opportunity to listen to me. Eddie, thank you so much for the follow with the subscription. I mean, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you for subscribing for 12 months, actually. Yeah, a full year. Woo!
Yay!
Happy 1 year!
Happy 1 year, buddy.
Yeah, Eddie.
Oh, man, I need badges for those, like, yearly things now that I think about it. We probably definitely need to do that. Okay, so I need to talk about something really important. The most important question I have for y'all is this. How many of you guys like this the Shrek series? Yeah, I know it's a weird thing to start with,
I'll be there.
but
I
I
love
need
Shrek.
to ask this.
I love Shrek memes, and I've
Shrek
seen the
is love,
Shrek.
Shrek is life.
Now I need to ask about the Shrek movies. Then.
I've seen Shrek 2 like a million times.
Okay,
because
that's
we had
the
it
only
playing
one
at
that
work.
really deserves to be given that much attention, buddy. I'm just saying.
Okay.
The Shrek cinematic universe. Yeah, Tyrone, you're not actually wrong when you say that. Especially after we watch, if you watch the previous movie that I'm about to talk about, then you'll understand a lot of things what I'm about to say right now. So, the reason why I talk about the Shrek franchise is because there's one particular character that was from that film, specifically in the second one, who appeared in the series, in the sequels moving onward, titled Puss in Boots. And he ended up getting his own spin-off series, as well as I think a spin-off show at some point. And his whole series, movies, stuff, whatever it is called Puss in Boots, with whatever subtitle is. And recently, they dropped a new film earlier, or I think in December 21st, if I'm correct, here in the US, titled Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And I'm going to come out and tell you right now, to every single one of you, I need all of you guys to do me a favor. To all the people out there who actually enjoy watching Shrek content in any way whatsoever, you are required to go out there and watch this movie. This movie happened to be my favorite animated movie of 2022. This movie completely nailed it out the park, bro. It is probably one of my favorite films from this year. Not just only animation wise, but just up there as one of my personal favorite films of 2022. It is so goddamn good, and I'm so mad that this movie is not getting the box office sales that it absolutely needs to get, bro. I know it's competing because it's going against Avatar, but just know that Avatar got like an 80-something% and Puss in Boots got a 97% in Rotten Tomatoes, so just from score aspects alone, you know which one's the better film. Secondly, the film in general is so freaking good. I wish I could go into more details about it, but let me just say, narratively, this film is up there with Shrek 2. It might not be surpassing Shrek 2, but it is one of those films that is on close to equal terms to Shrek 2 in terms of the Shrek cinematic universe. It is so good. The comedy had me rolling. The theater was laughing. When I tell you, at the ending of this watch of the film, the theater gasped at the end of the movie when they showed something and everybody lost their collective shits. It was so good. This film needs the attention of the people. If this film does good, you have no idea how amazing things will be, especially because you got to think about it from DreamWorks' perspective. They also were responsible for dropping the Bad Guys earlier in the year, which was another fan favorite film of mine. I love The Bad Guys. That was actually really good. A lot of the films that they've been making lately have a little bit of inspiration of animation to a similar approach of that of Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse. And that style of animation is being brought over into these other films like The Bad Guys and now with this one with Puss in Boots. And it is incredible. The slow motion animation, like the pastel colorings and all that stuff, it just looks and is beautiful to watch on the big screen. The writing is glorious. The comedy is hilarious. There's a lot of things, in my opinion, about this movie that I didn't think would even be appropriate for kids. I'm gonna be real with you right now.
DreamWorks always does that.
Huh?
DreamWorks does a ton of adult humor.
No. But what I'm saying, no, adult humor. I'm not going against that. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about adult narratives when it comes to like death in general. Like they straight up kill, they show blood in this movie, which had me completely caught off guard. Because in most children's films, all right, like especially if you watch a lot of them, when they ever try to showcase like blood or something, they normally make it seem like it is because of the fact that that they like make it, it's like the wine and it just happens to drip on his head, and it's because of the red coloring. It looks like it's blood, but it's not real. No, this dude literally was bleeding. Puss in Boots was bleeding in this film, bro. And that shit was insane to me to even see that sort of thing happen. Another thing I also liked about this film, too, is just the narrative story takings that they take for Puss in Boots. There's something that happened in the previous film. You have to watch the previous Puss in Boots film to carry over into this one. But like, you can still watch this film on your own, regardless. You just get bonus points if you've seen the previous ones. And the fact that the film's antagonist in this, story is literally death itself in the form of a wolf, it was so mind-boggling. And I'm going to say this right now. If you've watched your fair share of DreamWorks films, not just the Shrek stuff, I mean in general, like How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, etc., some of the big greats from DreamWorks. I'm going to put this right there, right now and say Death is probably up there as one of the best villains that DreamWorks has ever made in general. It is so good. Yeah. He is up there as one of the best villains. There will be a tune that he will play throughout this film, and you will get goosebumps from it because of the first impression he leaves on you when he makes his presence on screen. That's how good of an impact this guy did. This character, I should say, did in this film. It was great. I was just flabbergasted by this. And also, the amount of characters that they had in this story, I thought was like an insane amount. But the way they just written all these characters felt very fleshed out, appropriately paced, and just fun to watch. Like, there was not one character, I'll be honest, there was not one character in this film that I was like groaning at the fact that they had an appearance on the screen. All of the characters were incredible. The antagonist, the protagonist, the side characters, all of them were fun to watch. And there's this one character who will become a mainstay. His name is Perito. You've seen him in the trailers. He's that weird looking dog who thinks he's a cat or tries to camouflage himself as a cat. And he has like the most hilarious and yet tragic backstory you will ever see from this character. And the best part about it is they don't go out of their way to make it sad. In fact, he's so like positive. Like the dude is super positive. He doesn't even realize that a lot of the things that he's saying is downright tragic or horrific. But the dog just seems to be perfectly fine. He's cool with this stuff. He's not giving a care in the world whatsoever. It is really funny to see. and yet so tragic at the same time when he just goes into details. There's a lot of just other little great details that I want to go into, but I'm not going to spoil anything on it for the sake of making sure that you guys who go into this film watch it blind. I'm referring to scenes that have already been appearing in trailers or in cuts or in scenes that people have uploaded on YouTube from the official channels and all that. Like these things I'm referring to. There are so many good things about this film, bro. I really want more people to go out there and watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. The Last Wish. It is one of my favorite films of this year. I don't know where it would rank. I still have time to think about that, so bear with me. But it definitely surpassed all my favorite animation films of 2022. That is 100% guaranteed. It was incredible. I would give this an 11 out of 10 as a enjoyment factor, as a Shrek factor when it comes to like the connections and tie-ins to the Shrek universe and all that stuff. They even had like I said, there will be moments in this film where you will audibly gasp at the fact of certain things making their presence on screen. It's just that good. I'm just amazed. I came into that film with very low expectations. I started hearing reviews come out and people were praising the crap out of this movie, and that was what got my interest in it. So I decided to give it a shot with the family today. We all came out loving the film at the end of it all. But like I said, that ending to me, when that song played, I was like, oh my God. I'm going to leave it at that. Once again, 11 out of 10 film. Please go out of your way right now to watch it. I want to talk about this film in spoiler form, but it sucks so much, bro. I hate that I can't talk about the spoilers of this film because I can't, because everybody hasn't had the chance to watch it. This film bombed in sales, bro. And I need more people to see this. This is the kind of animation film you don't leave out there.
Yeah, what do you guys want
die.
to do while KG's talking about this?
It's just so frustrating. We put bad shit out there for
I feel
people
like he's
to
gonna
watch.
be on this for a bit.
And then this movie comes out, and it's such a unique and
Y'all want to make a
fun
pizza run?
and wonderful experience.
Actually, yeah, that sounds great.
And I
Bet.
hate it that it's
I
not
just-
doing good.
I feel like he's some gingerbread cookies. I don't know what you guys.
Guys, we can make a vegetarian one for you.
What?
I said we'll make a vegetarian one for you.
Okay.
I just want to point out that, like, before the pod was happening, when I was helping KG with stuff, he was also gushing about the film. But it's so
Oh my
wholesome because he's
God.
so happy.
I had
never-
to talk about this film, and so like I can't
I
just
never
leave
thought
it by
the
myself.
I never thought the fucking Puss in Boots would be our largest chunk of the pod today.
But guys, he's happy. Let him be happy, even though he can't spoil
be
anything, which is
happy
really
because
funny.
I can't even talk
No,
about the movie.
make it very
No,
clear.
that's even better. That makes it a 12 out of 10 Joker. James Corden has
I
no
wanna
involvement with this movie.
listen. I want to make it very clear. I'm fine that he's happy about it. I just didn't think it would take up most of the pod.
We just started 30 minutes ago, and we did the introductions for 10 minutes.
And you still got 30 minutes more of Puss in Boots to talk
No,
about,
I don't.
probably.
I can't, Tyrone.
He
I
can't
can't
spoil it.
spoil the
Sure, you'll
film.
find a way. I'm sure you'll find a
No,
way.
I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up right now. I want to talk
Where
about
can we
this
watch
film.
this at?
I
Where can we
need
watch this?
people
In
to
theaters?
go watch it in
In
theaters.
theaters.
Oh, is it only in
Yeah.
Well,
theaters?
yeah, it's only because it just
Yeah.
came out last week.
It just came out.
Oh, I thought it was a Disney. I thought it was not Disney.
I was gonna make the joke, but KG went on his 40-minute tangent about it. I was like, imagine working on a film for 2 decades. Oh, no, imagine working on a film for a decade, only be beat by Puss in Boots, Avatar.
You say that, but Puss in Boots has technically been in development for a decade. That the script for this film has been there since 2012, and it hasn't officially come out till now.
If you know anything about Avatar, though, you know that the history of that movie.
No, I'm not referring
Because
to Avatar. I'm referring to Puss in Boots.
I know. I'm saying like the most budget is usually put into Avatar, the movie. Like I can't remember how much the budget was made to make the first one, but it was insane as fuck because visually it's supposed to be the most wondrous. Honestly, I don't think it's that great, but like that's my opinion. And I'm sure there's gonna be like a fucking mob party of people with pitchforks and torches saying you don't fucking like Avatar. I don't even hate Avatar. It's mid to
It's
me.
not
It's just
for
mid.
you.
You know what Avatar is to me?
It's just Fern Gully. It's just the plot to Fern Gully. That's all it is.
Not even that. I just think the plot is mid, but visual looks great. But I think it's super overhyped.
It's literally just overhyped Fern Gully. It's fucking Fern Gully.
No, the only reason this film did great was because it was at the peak of 3D visuals effects.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. It's like it's visually it looks good, but fireworks are visually to look good at too, and they're not the best fucking thing on the planet. What? No, Acorn, not Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar, the movie Avatar. What the fuck? See, that too. I hate the title of that movie because it gets mixed up with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie was terrible. Yes.
Well, the live action one, yeah.
Yeah, the live action one. Yeah.
Aren't they making another show soon?
Yes.
I think they're making a live
announced...
action Netflix series, and they're also making the Earthbender story now.
Yeah, but they also said that the people who worked on Avatar left that development for the live action one.
Yeah, the two creators decided to step away, so now they're doing it on their own, which is...
Can everybody step away? Can we step away?
Yeah.
No. But yeah, so once again, as a reminder, go watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I implore everyone to go out of their way to watch this film.
See,
please.
I was going to go to the movies tomorrow.
Good. You can watch this film on its own and still come out with it satisfied. You don't even need to watch the previous Puss in Boots film to enjoy this one.
I would recommend you watch the previous ones, though. Come on now.
You will benefit from watching that, and I guarantee you right now you will benefit if watching the Shrek films as well when watching this one too.
I would recommend you watch the previous films.
Yeah. It does a wonderful job with exposition because it's been a decade. They did have to kind of like remind audiences what happened since the last film and this one. But they still, for fans who enjoyed the original Puss in Boots film, you will get a good kick out of this one, 100%.
Why does this movie have a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's good!
What the
That's
heck?
the thing! It's fucking good!
You had to get him started again, didn't you?
I'm telling you,
I didn't expect
film
that.
deserves an 11 out of 10 from me.
We're gonna be for an hour.
And one of the greatest animated films of this year. I would even go up there and make it compete against other great films in general, not just animation wise. It is great stuff. So please go out of your way to watch this one. You will love it. And tell me what you think of it overall. I'm really excited to hear about it. There's a lot of cool things about this film. I wish I could get into spoiler territories and start talking more about the dialogue and the narratives and all that stuff, but that will ruin just the film for you. That's just how crazy it is. So I can't let you see or hear any of it until after you watch the film. So enjoy the film. It deserves to get more sales, because if this film does good, that will be a big win for DreamWorks. These kind of animation styles, similar to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, deserve to be loved and appreciated because they are the true movement for future children's animated films in general. And more people deserve to be recognized with that kind of talent, bro. In the animation industry, within films and movies in general. This needs to be the future we go into, because if it is, God, films of animation in the future are going to be bright, 100%. So yeah, 11 out of 10 film, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Go watch it now. It's available on theaters. I don't know when it's going to become available on streaming, but do yourself the service in watching a good quality family film with the family and friends. So yeah, there you go. That's my review. I think.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
It is good. I wish I could go. I'm just so frustrated. I can't, because like if this movie had done like at least like maybe 80 million or something, I would have had like a different take on it and actually spoil it for the sake of it actually doing good. But y'all, it did not do anything this week, bro. It did like maybe 8 million, I think, or something like that in sales.
Aww.
So this film didn't sell
because people like the blue people of them.
Oh yeah,
fucking blue people.
But we need to appreciate the cats. I thought y'all loved cats. Not the theatrical one. Just.
I'm with my cat right now, and she says hello, everybody.
Hi, Burrito.
That's not what that cat said.
Yes, it is.
It has a very deep voice. Hello, everybody.
Tyrone, you love my cat because she loves your videos.
I do. I just know that's not what that cat said.
Mm-hmm.
Not even
Avatar. Yeah, Donnie.
Well,
Donnie,
I mean, technically,
Avatar is doing shit.
No, it is doing good. It's just not being able to break balance.
Burrito and I have a very
Well,
very
they-
clear understanding.
They've already. I mean, James Cameron has already said that he's gonna have to make the film has to make $2 billion to break even.
Yeah, and I think it only made like
Really?
what 80 something right now.
850 million.
Yeah, so it's not even halfway there.
Aw.
Yeah.
The hype.
Maybe it's
was
because it
there.
came out during Christmas. Maybe that's
No,
why.
no. Because
Uh-huh.
remember, Spider-Man: No Way Home came out during the Christmas
Oh,
time.
yeah.
And that movie.
No, but like this is like Christmas. Like that was like around
This
Christmas.
is like
There's
Christmas,
a difference.
Christmas.
Well, okay, let me see.
Yeah.
When did Avatar drop? Avatar.
Last week, I think.
It was
See,
on
that's
the
not Christmas.
December 16th. All right.
See,
Let's see.
that's
Spider-Man:
Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
Also on the 16th.
Actually, yeah. So what the hell?
The hell,
So then when
Avatar,
did
you're
this-
slacking.
So when did Avatar come out? On the 16th?
On the 16th. Just like
And then when
You know
did
what
Puss in Boots
Avatar
come
needs?
out?
16.
Spider-Man. They need Tobey Maguire and
They
Andrew
made
Garfield. in it.
pictures of Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man: No Way Home came out on the 16th,
And then Puss in Boots came out?
21st.
See? That's more Christmas.
That's not what.
What we were talking about?
It's
Avatar.
Oh. Never mind. What were we talking
So
about?
I was gonna go see the Avatar
Spider-Man.
tomorrow, but now I'm considering seeing Puss in Boots. So I don't.
I don't want to see Avatar.
You let this
I'm
man-
okay.
Why
Nah,
not
fuck,
both?
nah, fuck Avatar, bro.
Both? I could see both.
You
know,
could
you're
run
right.
between theaters.
No, you put your priorities on Puss in Boots, especially if you're a fan. You said you watched Shrek 2 a million times. You
I have.
deserve to.
I didn't like it because I've seen it so many times.
Oh.
No, but see,
Yo.
you still liked the first time. That's why you watched it a million
Yeah.
times. There's
Yeah.
something in there.
No, I was forced to because at work they have it playing 24/7.
Damn.
How many
So-
Shreks did they make? They made Shrek 1, 2,
4.
3.
No. We don't talk about
4.
1, 2, and 4, and the spin-off shows, or spin-off films and all that stuff.
And the holiday special.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
but remember that was like a decade and some change.
Can't
ago.
forget the goddamn holiday special.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Also, DreamWorks came out with a brand new like intro film. You know, like at the very beginning where they always have like the DreamWorks logo and you see that
Sure.
guy fishing. It.
Yeah.
They had a brand new updated intro in this one.
So yeah, I know they did that, and I made because they posted it on Twitter
yeah,
first.
they did.
And I made a comment that I think pissed DreamWorks off.
To why?
I said, I ain't trying to see all that. I'm trying to watch the movie, not a second movie. And like, I think people just started attacking me in the comments. It wasn't bad, but some people were laughing, so I think it balanced out. It was just funny as hell because I'm like, boy, I'm trying to watch a movie, not a whole nother movie before it.
No, you want fun shit. What about the anti-piracy Japanese one, the Japanese one with the film camera guy? The okay. If anybody has seen like the no piracy, like the no piracy ads that are run in Japanese theaters, and you probably saw it on YouTube too, where you have the evil guy portrayed by this guy that has a head, like a camera, like a film camera as a head. And you have all the freaking the cops coming after him, and there's been several variations. One of them actually has like Sergeant Frog, Kero Gunso, and this other ones. Yeah, Donnie has it. Yep, there it is.
Nice.
And I've
There you
actually
go.
and I love and that's
Okay.
one of like the first like pre-roll advertisements that I liked because it's so funny. It's like no-
Okay.
yeah, it says like no piracy.
Why is
No
his
more.
head a
It's like,
camera?
the advertising campaign's like no more. No more piracy, no more everything. I love that commercial.
Japan is weird, man.
It is, but at least at least their concession prices are actually freaking down to earth, unlike here where you have to spend $17 for a fucking soda and a drink. A soda and a popcorn.
$5.
Yeah, no,
It
it's
was
wild.
Water.
I actually went out of my way to buy that Puss in Boots cup they had available in the AMC theater. That was
course you
before I
did.
even watched the film.
How much?
It was $10.
Curious.
$10.
It does come with
Oh,
a
I was hoping it
figurine
would be
of it, though,
$20.
so-
Yeah, that's not. I don't know.
No, don't worry. It cost $2 if you bought the kids meal.
Dude, but what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You gotta buy kids
Bruh.
meal and shit.
it's like getting a Happy Meal.
So hold on, hold on. Let me see if I understand this straight. The cup itself is $10.
Yes.
But to get it cheaper, you have to buy the kids meal for $2.
No, you have to buy the kids meal, and then you have
Then, yeah,
to
another
pay
$2.
$2 extra to get the cup.
For the cup.
Why
How much is the kids meal?
Why?
Yeah, why the fuck would I want to do that?
To
Ooh.
get the
You ever
cup.
been to McDonald's and they had to
Lowering
spend
your-
$3 for the extra
Stupid.
glass?
It says me and Terrell paid almost $5 for our breakfast in New York with fucking McDonald's. I think I know. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's nothing
Yes.
though.
It's not just a
Hi.
cup; it's a cup with a figure
Hi.
as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, that changes every
Oh,
the
it
fuck
does.
thing.
It raises the price significantly, so
Oh,
it
Polly.
deserves.
What
Oh,
the
Jesus.
fuck? What the fuck?
How you doing?
So yeah.
Okay.
Once again,
So
go
how
watch
you
the
doing?
film, chat.
Polly is like freaking like underneath somebody, underneath the couch. I don't know where the hell she is.
No, I'm here.
How
I just didn't want to talk loudly. I'm good. How are you doing?
you doing?
Here, we'll just
How
have
you
it right
doing?
there.
What up? How you doing? Hey, girl, how
Where's
you
my
doing?
Where's my icon?
There you go.
Oh, there.
See, there you go.
Please,
She's
behind
about
you.
ready to put me into a fucking shin lock.
I'm giving a huge
Now-
thank you to. I'm giving a
I feel
huge
like
thank
doing
you
that to
to.
you all the time.
Wait.
Nothing.
I'm giving a
Merry
huge.
Boxing Day.
Anyway, I'm giving a huge thank you to Polly. She kept me in.
Yes.
She kept me entertained for about.
Super Polly World
I'm-
shin
I
lock.
want to say about like 2 hours. 6 episodes of Mob Psycho 100.
Oh shit!
Wow, what took you so long to join the mob train?
I don't know. It looked weird to me.
You like it?
Why would you
I
just
watch-
put
watch
something
Sun
away
and Moon.
because it was weird? Pokemon's like that, and you
Also,
just
hi,
said,
Yeah, you watch
everybody.
Sun and Moon, man. You go handle this.
Yeah, you watch Sun and Moon, man. What the fuck?
Just looked. I was like, what the? I'm all right. I watched One Punch Man, and even that's a chore to get through sometimes. And I heard they were like made by the same.
no, this is made. Wow, he said it's a. Well, I mean, to be fair, season
I
2 is
prefer
kind
it
of
to
like
One
that.
Punch
Yeah.
Man.
And then I'm like, I'll put it on my to-do list for later. Well, later's came and went, so then I was like, this is pretty good. I like this.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
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 It's great.
Yeah, I haven't
Well,
watched
I'm
most of
glad.
season 3 yet, so.
Oh, we did. I guess we can't talk.
No, I can. I watched it already.
I know the ending because I read.
Yeah,
the
you read the
so-
manga. The manga is just the source.
I want to clarify something and make it very clear. I don't hate Mob Psycho 100 before I watched it. I just looked at it and went, that can wait. You ever watch those? You ever look at those animes that you're like, I'll watch that later. I'm not in a hurry to watch that right now.
Yeah, that was me with Shield Hero at first.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just one of those.
ugh.
Yeah.
I
I
hate
looked
season
at it and
2.
I was just like, I can live without it. So then I just didn't watch it for a long amount of time. And then I kept hearing Polly fucking talk about it. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. Let's see what
Yeah, I'm
happens.
surprised. You would think that she would be the one to push it in for everyone to
And I
watch it because
originally-
she never
I originally-
watches a lot of anime.
I originally
I-
only watched like episodes 1 to 3, but then I think the way 3 ends, I kind of just went into 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't really force other people to watch things because I feel like I'm insecure with that.
I would
but-
say I do like the opening to
Oh,
Mob
some of the
Hell
openings.
yeah.
All the openings are so good.
Yeah.
They're
Like
all...
the second one is my favorite
top tier.
Yes,
musically.
second one is best.
Yeah.
Second one is the best.
Uh,
Yes.
I like them counting upwards from 1 to 40,
29,
skipping a bunch and then
98,
yeah, and then going straight to and then going
And then
straight
they
from
actually never
80.
say 100.
I think
Yeah.
the point is if you count it in place, so you know how they stop at 40. I think if you keep the same pace they were counting, you'll reach up to 80. I think that's the point because they start
But-
singing the numbers again back at 80.
I love it because it's such a perfect balance of humor, slice of life, and action. Like
Yeah.
it's basically a show about life. Kind of like how Star Wars is a series that ultimately is about a family, but there's just a lot of sci-fi and action that goes on around it, but the main theme is about a family and about good versus evil and stuff. It's kind of like, I don't want to compare that to Mob Psycho 100 because they're very, very different. But it's like, Mob looks cool. Like, the animation is honestly, like, stunning. And the action scenes are really great. But what it comes down to, it's basically a show about life. It can be very, it almost can be defined as coming of age because you have this middle schooler who's, he has a crush on a girl. He's trying to discover who he is, and he's trying to be a more confident person and accept himself because, like, he's maybe not physically the strongest or like kind of shy and socially awkward.
I think that was my
But
thing
he has
too.
these powers, and it's like,
Yeah, that was another thing that kind of got me to stir away from it a little bit, sadly. And this isn't Mob Psycho's fault, sadly. It's just the trope of how animes handle certain times like this. I don't really care for characters that are over fucking powered. But the reason it works for Mob is because he sucks at everything else.
Sorry, but aren't you a Goku fan?
No.
Oh, he's a Dragon Ball fan. Big difference.
Actually, hold on. Also, Goku, his whole situation is that he's not the strongest. In fact, if you look, hold up, in the Cell Saga, he lost he lost all of his fights. He lost against 18. He lost against Cell. He couldn't beat him. Gohan was better than him, actually. In the Majin Buu Saga, he wasn't the strongest one. Gohan was better than him in that saga. And in Super, he wasn't the strongest. Beerus was stronger than him in that saga.
Don't you also like
in Resurrection
Naruto
F
and Deku?
In Resurrection F, Goku's not the strongest in that one either. Frieza's stronger than him in that one.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they play out with that idea, saying he was only strong temporarily.
But when he's not strong enough, they just give him a new form and he becomes stronger.
Also, those characters are still like, you just brought up Deku. He's still learning how to use his shit. He's not even the strongest. He's a student. What the fuck?
Yeah, but he will be.
I mean, the first chapter literally spoils it by saying, this is the story of how I become the strongest hero.
I'm talking about characters that start off the whole series strong as fuck. Goku does not start off strong as fuck. In fact, he starts off as a village boy that doesn't know shit.
Yeah, but like Mob Psycho has like he's overpowered, but you know what?
But
I honestly don't think he's as bad as other animes.
But I think the point is it's not even about his power. Like it is about his powers because they have to have some kind of anime magic science, what have you, in it. But it's about him coming to terms with who he is and these different sides of him.
And I was just backing that up before Cosmic came in. I said the part I like about Mob is that he's strong as fuck, but he sucks at literally everything else that doesn't involve psychic energy.
Yeah, and it's just so wholesome. And I love how I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like all the other characters involved like just play a role in each other's lives and they all kind of help each other because they all kind of like, I don't want to call them misfits, but like not everybody fits in. And yeah, exactly. They're a little quirky in their own ways and like they don't have a lot of friends or a lot of like good support systems. So like you see towards the end how they all kind of like have really influenced each other and support each other for the better, and it's just so wholesome to see, especially this finale episode. It's just so good.
I also appreciate the finale. I also want to say, screw that one character. But at the same time, it's such an ending that I'm happy they took the gall to make, though.
I like if you do put in a character that's that powerful, I like that there's something that chains them down to reality. Like, for example, in One Punch Man, Saitama's the strongest. He can literally kill everything.
The same thing.
he can literally kill things in one punch. The caveat is, he's incompetent as fuck. Like, the dude is late to every damn thing. He's like cheap as fuck. That's why he goes to grocery stores, because it's like on sale and shit when food's on sale. I always like a character that like has power, but like there's something holding him up.
So why was it?
He's bored.
Why was it a show you were having a hard time with then?
Mob Psycho to me, and I think that unfortunately this came after like I think Polly was suggesting this around the same time that Reincarnated as a Slime came out. And that's the one anime I was like, all right, I will stop in the middle right here. Because with that one,
he just got too strong, right?
Rimaru's too powerful. I hated it. Everybody didn't know what the fuck to do except Rimuru. Ranmaru knows all of it. Rimuru has a counter for every fucking thing. Rimaru's stronger than any new villain that shows the fuck up. I'm like, okay, all right, Rimuru, you're done. Bye bye. I will read the manga if I'm curious.
No, go for the light novel.
or the light novel. But yeah, I like if a character has to build it up or has a caveat, then I always get engaged. And I like the fact that Mob's a pacifist. So yeah, he can whoop anybody's ass, but he's choosing not to.
What about the hero redo of Healer?
No!
It's healing time.
It's healing time.
God, I hate it so much, bro. That we don't talk about that one.
My roommate
not
watched
on
that
public, yeah.
anime,
We'll
but
talk
I'm
that
not.
off
No
screen.
more. We won't speak of it. No.
No.
Right.
Redo. I remember somebody said they on Twitter is like, "Yo, my father gave me a very interesting gift for Christmas because he saw it and it was anime." And it was redo of the
Anime.
full season.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh man! So I was like, "Bruh,
Wait, Donnie, really? The what?
I-
What Donnie says?
Redo
I don't
Healer is
believe
mostly
it.
enjoyed by female fan base. Interesting. I will say though, to the mangaka or to the artist of Redo a Healer, I do appreciate and stand because they did draw one of my personal favorite waifus in their
Oh
art
no!
style.
Don't tell me.
It's no one that anyone is familiar with.
Okay, okay.
Unless you've played the game Azure Lane, but other than that though, that they drew two of my favorites, I should say. So yeah, 10 out of 10 on that aspect. But I never expected. Yeah, you know the ones, Donnie. So yeah, Redo a Healer. Let's never speak of that again. Listen, I mean, if there's ever anime we ever talk about that is highly recommended to watch, that's definitely not up there. But because now that it's been told that the female fan base seems to like it, maybe I do need to recommend the ladies to watch this. I don't know.
No, absolutely
No.
not. What's wrong with
I
you?
don't-
According to some people, the film is great for the late. I'm not fan. The series is great. I don't know. I'm just being
Bruh.
told this stuff.
If you can make it through the first episode, I think,
Mhm.
then sure, maybe. But
Good
like,
luck.
why?
Okay,
Yeah, good
well,
luck.
here's the thing. Joker said she'll look it up, and then she looked it up, and her response was, ah! So I'm gonna say no.
There you go.
Joker, that was your
Joker's
fault.
response is
There you go.
100% purely accurate to what needs to be given as a
Oh
reaction.
my
It is.
gosh!
It is
Yep.
something.
Don't worry, guys.
So yeah, don't go
Amy,
for it.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay.
Good.
Thanks for the offer,
Now,
though. Yeah.
if we were to recommend things for people to go and watch or read, what Tyrone and what Polly have suggested, aka Bean of Mob Psycho 100, now that I can highly recommend giving it a shot. They've already shared their explanations as to why they believe that's to be the case. And I think people should definitely go out of their way to give Mob Psycho 100 a shot, especially now that the full series is completed with season 1, 2, and 3. You guys have more than a wonderful chance to give it a shot and just binge the whole way through. So yeah,
Wait. 1, 2, and 3. So that's the entire series, right?
Mob
Yep,
Psycho
3
season
seasons.
1,
That's all
2,
of
and
it.
3. Yeah.
It's just been very spaced out over the years. Like season 2, like I actually got into it when season 2 was airing or about to
Ah.
air.
Mhm.
Because
Same.
we saw an AMV of it at the first anime Boston where I actually first met DJ, and then met up with my other friends. We went to the AMV contest and we saw this AMV set to the that System of a Down song Chop Suey to Mob Psycho season 1, and we were like, "Whoa, what's this?"
Glee Cup.
So I think
Oh,
DJ watched it before all of us did, and then Natalie watched it, and then DJ watched it again with me for the first time, and I just got hooked. And then season 2 came out in 2019, and then now it's season 3. Wait, like it was a pleasant surprise to see season 3 just kind of drop out of nowhere this year, because like we thought the show was never getting another season.
Yeah, because it didn't
Um,
look like there would be enough content for it.
And,
Yeah.
and season 3's done, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
already
over.
completed. It
Yeah.
finished last week.
And the end of season 3 is the end of the whole show, or
Yes,
is
the whole show.
Yep.
Like that was the
Well,
last chapter
so
of the
so I showed up at the right time. Perfect. That means I can watch the whole damn thing.
now.
I think there might be an OVA. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah,
Kevin?
I was gonna
There's
say
a
that, like in
couple
terms
of-
of the main series, it should be completed. It did
There's
animate
a
the
couple
last
of
chapter.
OVAs.
However, I believe they didn't animate all of like the chapters. There's, I think, some chapters that are like skipped, so those potentially might get an OVA because they
There's a
weren't
couple-
part of like
yeah.
the overall arc of the narrative. So
Yeah, there's a couple of OVAs I saw because when I watched it, there was some on the side.
Mhm. So,
Mhm.
but like in terms of the end, it was the end. Everybody came out with enjoying it. It was great. Also, Reagan best character as usual.
Yeah, he is. He's
Yes.
the love of my life.
Clearly, from the
I
ANYC
love
picture he
him.
took with him, you were
Yeah.
very happy with that.
He's the perfect combo of dad character, but like someone who like thinks they know what they're doing and they're like they brag about it, but they have no idea what they're
Yeah,
doing.
Yeah.
I picked up on that immediately. I was like, this guy's Mr. Satan, isn't he? He's Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball.
They actually suck
Yeah.
in life, but they're too lovable not to
Yeah.
not
He's a
dislike them.
KG. No, you say but the basis is there. He's a phone. He's a fraud with a heart of gold.
No, I didn't say
That's
anything.
yeah.
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, he's a fraud, but he has a heart of gold.
I approve of that though. That makes sense.
A perfect character.
When I figured that out, I instantly, and this is from the first episode, so I doubt it's spoiling anything. But when he like goes out to eat like ramen with them, I was like, he's a good guy. This guy's a good guy. He doesn't have the best intentions, but he means well.
I think actually that's what DJ said. He's like, Polly, you should really watch this show. You're gonna love this one character. Like I know you're gonna love it. He's exactly your type.
Liar. Wait, why he lies? Why is he lying so much though?
Con man. Like,
He's a con man, but we stand the
he's a
con man.
bullshitter.
Did you say he's your type? He's
Oh
a con
my
man.
god. He's like the epitome of my type. He's like all my types mixed into one.
KG, he's Martini from all of the other reindeer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And Mom's
Martini.
Olive.
I mean, think about it.
Mom's so wholesome.
What does Martini do?
He's a con man.
All right, and who was the nicest person to Olive in that movie?
Oh my
Martini.
Martini.
Yes.
He goes out of his way to manipulate and lie to the people to allow Olive to go and do things which shouldn't be plausible, but he makes it happen due to some weird mystical powers that Olive has at the end of the film, of course.
Yeah. So there you go.
So if we recommend people to watch Mob Psycho 100, the only logical step to take from that is to also recommend all of the other reindeer.
Correct.
I mean, we should be recommending that anyway.
Yeah, we should.
Just in time for the holidays.
No, it is the perfect holiday film. Absolutely. Well, you guys check out Tomo-chan is a Girl. I'm excited for that. TSS already gave his input on that last week, if I'm correct.
That's right.
And he shared his thoughts on that. So if you haven't had the chance to watch your previous session, go check it out. TSS shared his input on that when he got a chance to watch it at ANYC earlier last month, basically. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I've read the chapters. A little weirded out by some of the choices they had with it being like single, but whatever. For the first start of it, but aside from that, though, it's great. Tomo-chan is a fun series. I think people will get a kick out of it. In fact, if I have to go and just take this opportunity real quick to talk about anime, because next season is already right around the corner, I feel it's only appropriate for us to take an opportunity to at least just share some of the ones that I'm personally looking forward to within 2023 in the anime season of winter 2023.
Oh no,
So,
I don't know.
I already have my thing here, so these are my suggestions. I'm just gonna put them out there, and we're gonna see if they do come out good or if they don't. All right. So what do you guys say? We get into it. It's just gonna be a quick breeze through them. Okay. My personal, the ones I'm gonna be
1 hour
watching
later.
next year are as follow: Vinland Saga Season 2. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. If you guys already know me, I've talked about Anos Voldigold for a while when his first season aired. Of course, I'm a little concerned about this second season. Not because of the studio or anything, it's because of the VA. If you guys know about what happened with Raihan's VA, that VA also is responsible for voicing Anos Voldigold. And that scandal had to remove his voice role from voicing this character. So they had to get another VA to come in. Unfortunately, from what I heard from the little preview of it, he only sounds super serious, but it doesn't have like that cocky, smirkish kind of voice that the first season Anos Voldigold had, which is sort of an essential thing to his character because he's not always serious. He's meant to be a little serious, but yeah, a little, I guess, fun with that. and I don't think that carried over properly with the trailers we've seen of season 2. That's why I'm gonna give season 2 a shot, and I'll tell you my opinions on it when the first episode drops next month. So yeah, of course we can't forget about this one. TSS will kill me if I do.
Agatoro.
Yeah, don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro.
Sorry.
Second attack.
Yes.
So this one is an
Nice.
important one.
OLM.
Yeah, that's the thing. The most important thing is it's a different studio for the second attack, done by Studio.
Oh, it is?
OLM.
Really?
Yeah, it's OLM. Yep.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
And
wow.
let me tell you this much. For the people that are fans of the manga, Blabatoro is animated properly in this season.
I'm so excited for Blabatoro. Actually, I'm excited for a lot
Blabatoro.
of. I mean, the president's back in this one too. So I mean,
Yes.
so there's a lot of great characters.
And it looks like to me, based off of the first episode, that they're gonna skip. They're skipping around the chapters, and they're not going straight to the resolution that was at the end of season 1. So they're going to be skipping around. I mean, it makes sense because they want to build it up.
They might save it for like the ending of the second season. Is probably what's happening. Maybe,
The
I
problem
don't
is they have too many chapters though to go through.
Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe they were initially planning to, and then they're just saving it for the end. So they might go around full circle. But that's something we'll have to wait and see for it. Also, was it confirmed that the same person who sang the first opening is singing the second one? Let me see.
No.
Oh, actually, it is. It is.
not.
Love
No, it is.
Crazy.
Okay, it is.
By Sumida Uesaka is the one that's going to be doing it. With the ending theme song being done by the VAs again of Nagatoro, Gamo-chan,
Yeah.
Yoshi, and Sakura. They're all going to be singing the
Yes.
ending song like I was with the previous one. So
Yeah.
there you go. That's the 3 right there. Let's continue.
Yeah,
on.
but we haven't. Yeah, but the thing was, for the anime NYC screening, they didn't have the opening or anything.
Yeah, I'm
ready,
excited to
so-
see that opening. I hope it delivers like how it was with the first one. What was it? Easy
Easy Love.
Easy Love, Night Date, something like that. Oh god, it's such a good pun to the Easy Night Day or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so the next one I recommend, Bofuri Season 2. I don't want to get hurt, so I
Yay.
maxed out my defense stats. That one. They're making a second season, and I'm so happy.
I can't believe that's getting a
God.
second season. Wow.
Yeah, I'm so happy it is though. That's gonna be exciting.
I was gonna watch it. I just never got around to it. I had it on my list.
Next one here, Tyrone. You might get a kick out of this. Did you even know this? Nier Automata version 1.1a is going to be produced by A1 Pictures and is an anime series of.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
trust me, everybody's been telling me about that one because I was streaming the game.
Yeah. So are you
don't think
looking
that
forward to it, or are you kind of?
I think visually it's gonna be fine. It's gonna look fine. I don't think it's gonna beat out the game story though. Like,
No, I think it's
The way the
following
game's-
the narrative of the games. No.
no, I know. I'm just saying. In my brain, I'm thinking, why watch this and I can just play the game?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel weird about video game animes sometimes because I'm just like, just play the fucking game. But I
It
understand
depends on how
for
many
people-
episodes it is, too.
Yeah, I understand it's for people who I guess can't. I don't know. I think it's gonna be alright. I'll check it out, see what it's about, and then I'll go, wow, that was great. It was exactly like the game that I just played.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with this one. All right, next one I recommend, Inspector Season 2. If you haven't seen the first season, I found it to be enjoyable. Not one of my personal favorites, but it's still enjoyable to get me interested in trying out Season 2. Also,
Is that the one
with
Silence
Yep, the
VA's
singing.
things that ending?
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's the
love it.
one I kept spamming y'all with that I loved so
Yeah.
much. And you will be happy to know that he's back to do the ending song for this season as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think it's been officially confirmed. It's called Invincible Love. Yeah, it's performed by
Okay,
Mamoru
Mama.
Miyano.
So if you could do that, you can come back to voice Silent in the 11th and one of the 11 episodes.
Listen, I hate how we're making it seem like Pokemon.
I'm not surprised, but I expected it.
Pokemon is
Yeah, I think that's what's pissing me off, Polly. I think I'm just so mad at how we're making it seem like Pokemon doesn't have the money to get Mamoru Miyano. And
Yeah.
it's like
Kevin,
it's
Kevin, you got
fucking Pokemon, bro.
Kevin, you gotta be considerate here. They're only $1 billion franchise. They can only afford so much.
I know. Listen, man, but that's just the thing that happens when you are a
It's
heavy hit
mental.
indie developer, bro.
So, like, if you can spend 3 years and tolerate voicing a character for 142 or 143 episodes
Yes.
and three movies, like, I don't see why not.
No,
Like,
they
I can't.
Probably.
and a OVA.
The question. Well,
draft.
here's the thing. It depends on his agent because I don't think he's 81 produce anymore. So
Damn it! So we lost it. No, don't worry. It's Pokemon.
Agent
It's fucking Pokemon. They should know how big of a
Yeah.
deal it is.
Yeah.
So, moving on from that, Tomo-chan, the one we already suggested. Tomo-chan is a girl. I hope you guys.
Wait,
have fun.
Kevin. So I have a quick question. So these animes are just the ones that have like a confirmed release date,
Yeah,
right?
for January. These are the ones that I'm suggesting to watch during this upcoming, which is crazy because there is so much good shit coming in January, and we're only halfway in the
Yeah.
list. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be the most difficult challenge for me to watch all of this shit because there's so many good shit to watch. It's a lot. So the next one, this is one of my highly recommended. This is up there as like I'm gonna make sure I watch this. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. If you guys remember a while back, I've talked about this before when the manga was out, and I was enjoying the ever living hell out of it. It was such a nice, wholesome comedy romance manga. It is a light novel as well, and now it's getting an animated show done by Project Number 9 and not Mighty Number 9, thank God. But yes, so this one is going to be exciting to watch. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely up there as my highly recommended animes to give a shot if you want to see something cute and romantic, just so slice of life kind of shows. So yeah. Moving on from that one, then we go into Trigon Stampede. Apparently, it's a new anime project from
yeah.
Trigon. You got you're very happy about that one, Richie. You must be excited for this one.
Shout out to Anime YC for fucking me over with that, but that's besides the point.
I have the original series on DVD. I'm like, this is cool. I sure hope they don't need to do this over again. Fuck. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, so let's see what else is there as well. Okay, so these are going to be recommendations that I think are going to be obscure and ecchi and obscure.
Oh, no.
So
I
I'm giving
I
so
cannot
the
wait
ones
for my
I've
man to come
recommended
out.
already, those are like the wholesome action kind of things that I think anybody can get into. Okay, now we're getting into the more mature themes, I guess you could say.
Wait, are you probably trying
Redo
to
of
not
healer.
mature?
Let's
We
go.
appeal to all audiences, Richie. We can't let the we can't let the risque anime go to waste.
When's
No,
Redo
Rated
of Healer
R.
season 2?
Huh?
No, but you were saying we were getting into the more mature anime. I'm like, well, you just talked about Trigun, which is pretty mature.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right.
That's pretty mature,
Yeah,
though.
you're
Wait a
right,
minute.
you're right. No, okay.
Trigon at its core is shonen. It's God shoots shit. Like
Yeah, it is still shonen, but these I'm referring to are like ecchi or just downright weird shit. All right. So we're gonna start with Redo of Healer season 2. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Yeah,
Fuck
let's
no.
go.
Fuck
Amy,
no.
make sure you watch season 1 before you do this.
Fuck.
I love how she said
Watch party.
Yay!
Redo of Healer. Watch party. Let's go.
Redo watch party. We need something for Pokemon, but we don't have anything. So let's recommend the community to watch Redo.
Man, we'll destroy the Champion World Discord. That's what we'll do. That's what it's gonna
Okay.
Welcome to our first and our last watch party.
Oh my god.
Oh lordy. Okay, now let's get into. Oh wait, actually, there was one other wholesome one that I also wanted to recommend. I completely skipped over this one. I apologize. Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible. That one is also another one to kind of keep your eye on as well. It's another kind of like romantic comedy, similar to like my The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Ryan. I'm looking forward to that one too. Just not as highly as like The Angel Next Door, but it's still gonna be one to look forward to, and I'll probably share my inputs on that when the time comes. Okay, so let's get into the first one. This, once again, just to remind audiences, these are going to be a little bit more ecchi kind of things. So we begin with this one titled My Life and I think people already
The
know.
teenage robot.
My Life as
Let's
Teenage
go!
Robot, yeah. Season 3 confirmed. Let's get it.
Let's go.
No, if you guys already heard me say My Life, you guys might already know where I'm going with this one. My Life as Inukai-san's dog.
What?
Yes. So,
What?
they say every dog has his day. That's especially true for our protagonist, who has just turned into a dog and now lives
The dog?
every day under the care of his crush, Inukai-san.
The dog do it.
Oh no! What's that name of that movie with the cat? And it's kind of similar. It's on Netflix.
What the
Where
dog do?
The girl turns into a cat and she ends up like.
Oh man, which one is that? Is it
What
an
was the name
anime
of the
or is it
movie?
just a film?
Yeah, it's an animated movie. It's an animated movie. It came out like this year on Netflix. Somebody in chat will know. Maybe.
Maybe. I never heard of that. I gotta take a look at that one then. But yeah, My Life is Inukai-san's dog. So basically, he turns into the dog and now ends up being under the care of his crush. She happily dotes about this on her new companion, and while he wants to return back to his human form someday, there's something wonderful about being loved and cared for by the person that you love. And that's what Inukai-san is. So, a whisker away.
That's the name of the movie. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta
it's
give
good.
that a shot.
I liked it a lot.
So that's the first one. So basically, the whole premise of this show, if you've read the manga, you'll notice, you are looking at it through the perspective of the dog's eyes for like the majority of the manga. And it seems like that's going to transition over in the anime. So the view lens throughout the anime is going to be from the perspective of the dog's eyes. And that you can already assume what that will imply, right? And since the dogs are small, what did they have to do when looking at their owners but simply look up? And therefore
So you get to see they panty shots.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, let's go.
So yeah, there's a trailer for that that's already out, so you guys can go watch it for yourself. Although I did hear like it's like not going to be a full 20-minute episode kind of thing. It's going to be like a 15-minute episode, which already kind of bums me down a little bit on that front. But that's fine. We'll see how the show plays
I think
out.
that's okay. I think that's the right amount of time to deal with that situation.
Sometimes lewd, you don't want to have it for a long period
Yeah,
of time.
you can't. Yeah, you got to be a connoisseur about these things, KG. You can't milk it all.
Listen, man, you're right. This will also mean that they'll have an easier time producing season 2 when season 1 is a hit. So yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. So you're right, Tara. You're right. I didn't view
Yeah,
it from the lewd
yeah. There you go. Yeah,
Right.
it's an art form.
Lewd is art.
It's art.
All right. So here's the other one. I think a lot of people already know this one because I've talked about this in the past too. But this one's also coming into an anime as well. Oni-chan wa Oshimai, aka Onimai. I am now your sister. So
What? No.
you heard about this one, Dean?
No, I just already know.
He's just reacting
Is it?
appropriately.
No, this has something to do. Is this some incest stuff?
No. Don't worry. There's
Like
no.
Oriental?
This is actually more of a comedy show. So the premise
We
behind
insist
this,
that you stop.
Sweet Home Alabama. No, the way this works is that
Oh my God.
there's
He
this
almost said it.
main protagonist, right, named Mahito, who was just a normal erotic game loving dude. Until one day
Normal
he ends
erotic,
up waking
okay.
up as
Completely normal.
just completely normal, run of the mill. Until he ends up waking one morning as a
Sounds
woman.
normal.
It turns out that his little sister, Mihari, ended up doing some kind of an experiment on him, which unfortunately caused him
Pinky.
to turn into a her. So now she ends up being the younger sister in the family instead of the older sister, because not only did she turn into a
is
female,
weird.
she also turned into a younger version.
What
younger.
the heck?
Mind
This
you,
is
just to let people
gender,
know,
gender flips. Gotta love
Listen, I
them.
love transformation animes. They're great stuff. TG,
Like Ranma one
TG
half.
ones are great. People deserve to appreciate TG animes. I'm just saying. But aside from this, just to let people know already, there is nothing ecchi or crazy or anything of that sort. They approach this anime and manga with the mindset of it being a comedy. And it is... I've read the manga. I've enjoyed the manga. It's actually wholesome and hilarious. There's no ecchi thing about it. It's just more one of those situations of like, what if the sister ends up turning his brother into a sister in this situation? And
Ranma
that's
one
pretty much what
half.
happens. Now, mind you, there was something weird with like the mangaka at like the start of the series where he had a little something going on with like some of the chapters with with Mahito and the toilet. I'll keep it at that. But after that, he just sort of let that go. Thank God. But ever since then, everything got better. So that was good. So yeah. So I'm now your sister. That's one of my personal what I'm looking forward to with that one. And last but not least, in the lewd territory, we now have this one, and that is titled Ayakashi Triangle. I think we've talked about this a little while ago. If you guys remember this one, Ayakashi Triangle is a if I can get the mangaka correctly, I forgot who it was that made this. Let me just make sure I got this open up so I can Ayakashi Triangle. Let's see. Here it is. Did I write this right? Yes. Okay, there we go. This is made by Yabuki Kentaro, who has previously worked on Darling in the Franxx, amongst other anime and manga shit.
Darling and the hot dogs. Let's go.
So yeah, Darling Hot Dog, Jesus Christ. And Tolovru as well. So yeah. So the art style is from that. And that's what made me interested in trying this one out. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this one is going to be like. It's basically, once again, the same situation of what happened with the previous anime that I just talked about. What happens if now yokai end up playing a role in transforming someone from a he to a she?
Get a phone. Get a phone.
No watches involved, so we're
Jesus,
going back.
Yeah. So yeah, this is another one of those transformation animes where they transform the dude into a dudette. And now she has to try to find a way to turn herself back into a boy while also trying to protect a character that she has some form of interest towards at the start of the show. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting watch to give as well. And
Is this genre becoming popular?
I hope it is. People need to appreciate transformation animation
I told
series,
you,
bro.
Ranma 1/2.
Listen, if they get David Production to work on Ranma 1/2 after the Urusei Yatsura.
No. I'm saying Ranma 1/2 started this shit.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying if they reboot it again, that's gonna.
I don't think they need to.
You're right, they don't need to, but we deserve it. So yeah,
deserve it. Just watch the original Ranma 1/2.
Yeah, goodbye. Buy the laser
you could say
discs
that
like
for
real
Urusei as
people.
well, but the mangaka wasn't very fully happy with that, so that's why this redoing of it is occurring. So yeah, just saying. Looking forward to it. And there was another one I also forgot. I didn't bring this. I didn't even know this was airing this year at all. I'll be honest with you. This one, I'm excited for this one. Chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. I didn't even know this was actually happening. I've talked about this many months back.
I'm hating I want to say this. I'm hating the titles of every anime coming out.
I'm just gonna say this right now. If I said it in Japanese, you would be having a blast with the titles. But because I have to translate it in English, yeah, they sound generic as fuck. So yeah, it's one of those situations. So basically, it's a soldier named Dariel who can't use magic despite being in the Demon Lord's army, and he ended up getting fired because of this. However, being previously raised by the Demon Lord himself, he finds that he finds some weird power up once he leaves the Demon King Academy and all whatever the shit is, the army, I mean. And now he decides to use this as an opportunity to kind of retire and chill in a quiet little village somewhere out within the forest. It is one that I personally enjoyed.
Sounds
I've
nice.
read the manga. It's actually really good. And I'm going to also say as well, I hope people stand Marika because she is waifu material. So just going to keep that there. So looking forward to that when the anime airs. I didn't think this was actually going to be something that would get a anime at all. I'll be honest with you. So I'm very happy. As a fan of the manga, and I've talked about this before in the past, I'm super happy about it. In fact, a lot of the stuff that I've been reading right now for airing in anime of winter 2023 have been stuff I've recommended y'all for the past couple of months. So this is a win for me. I love this. To whoever's been watching the shows, and clearly I've said, okay, let's take these and make it an anime. Let's do it. Also, oh my god, they're also doing a season 2 for that. I'm still looking at this. How much anime is airing next year? Jesus Christ. Boku to Roboko is also another one that's happening too. Holy. Wait, they're also doing the Vampire Dies in No Time season 2? Oh, bless. Oh, thank God. Anime is saved, bro. The anime 2023.
You know, that means tons and tons of freaking advertisements in Akiba that's going to be on my fucking face.
Dude, the Vampire Dies in No Time. I've talked about that. And if you know of John, the armadillo, you have to watch it, bro. It is so great. I love it. John, like the shit whenever he gets caught in shitty situations. It's hilarious to me, bro. Good shit. So winter 2023 is gonna be my season of anime. There's just so much good shit. I've skipped out a bunch of other ones that I don't want you guys to know that I personally enjoy, so I'm not gonna share those. But the other ones, however, I will gladly give you guys my full opinions and recommendations if to watch or not. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know which anime are the ones that you are personally looking forward to in the chat and here in the call if you guys are looking forward to anything on that.
Legend of Hero Sin no Kaseki Northern War. It's based on
the
video game
Trails of Cold Steel.
Yeah.
Yes! That's getting an anime.
Yeah. Well, no, what it is, it's going to be a part of the games that wasn't in the games. They're making it an anime.
Really?
So it takes place between the second and third games, yeah.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to that then. I want to try out the Trails of Cold Steel because I know you've talked about it before in the past. But I never had the opportunity to sit down and play the games because it's kind of like almost similar to like
long series.
Yeah, it's
like what?
It's almost similar to like Fire Emblem in terms of like just the way like a
strategy
tactical kind of game.
No, it's turn based.
Turn based.
It's just turn based with it's just turn based.
Oh, okay. So I'm you know what I'm thinking? Maybe I'm thinking of Advance Wars, probably that one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this takes place between the second and third games. It's supposed to like fill in a gap that was kind of not shown much in the game, so I'm looking forward to it. But we've seen the previews for it. Me and a couple of friends have. And I don't know, the animation's looking kind of wonky, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I don't know what the story's gonna be like. The last time they tried an anime for this series, it turned out like shit. So we'll see what happens.
But yeah, so to me, ladies and gents, if I had to give you my personal 3, the ones I'm looking forward to within this year, The Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. Onimai, I'm Now Your Sister. And My Life as Inukai-san's Dog. Those are my 3 I'm personally looking forward to within this year. The other ones I'm also very excited for, but those are my 3 top picks. Very weird choices, I know, for a season of anime, but I love these mangas so much. I've recommended them before in the past, so of course I'm going to enjoy it. So yeah, that's just pretty much all I got to say on anime. So, ahoy, ladies and gents. We come out from peak anime to now head into the next season of peak anime, except now it's any more in a comedy action slice of life adventure series. So yeah, very happy with that. I got nothing much else to say. So anime fans, I hope you are happy in 2023. And I hope the things
except for Nagatoro, that'd be fun.
Oh, Nagatoro is definitely going to be a lot of fun, bro. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
The opening, I hope it slaps, bro. I hope it.
Also, a new chapter dropped today, but I didn't read it yet.
Yeah.
I thought the first opening for Nagatoro was so unique because the budget for the first opening in Nagatoro was so low. You could just tell because
no, they just literally ripped the animation. But I love the visual effects.
And they put filters over everything. Yeah, exactly.
No, but
I loved it.
Yeah, I think they spent more of the budget on the song itself than they did the animation.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the song was goated. And the animation is still great because it still fits the themes of like what the show's about. But you are correct. It definitely deserved to have gotten its own thing. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy it just reused everything because that's just something that feels appropriate for Nagatoro-san. As weird as that might sound. Yeah. I still like the opening song. Let's just be clear on that. That shit's great. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, Ayakashi Triangle. I guess if I wanted to bring up another one. I mean, it's made by the person who made To Love Ru and Darling in the Franxx. Why else would I not enjoy that? I mean, come on, man. So yeah. There you go on that. Was there anything else we needed to talk about now from that?
No.
Oh, okay. So we got an hour and a half of empty quietness then.
Yep.
What?
Annie Cook, whatever.
Yeah. We don't have any other topics to talk about for the next hour and a half, Taron. Did you know that?
Don't you know? Wow.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Saving 80,000 gold in another world for my retirement. That's an anime.
We should. I thought we were gonna reminisce about.
Oh yeah, of
It's the
course.
last spot.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We
Yeah,
definitely deserve
let's
to do that.
reminiscent.
KG, play the clips of us doing hilarious shit
Insert
for all of 2022.
Oh well, what was he gonna say?
insert
Well,
montage.
shouldn't we do that? Shouldn't we do that last, or should we do
Yeah.
it?
No. I mean, listen, I already have the highlight thing done, but that's being saved for the direct. So the direct is gonna have.
Yeah,
the
true.
highlighter
Okay,
thing.
so
Yeah.
all right, fair enough.
But it still doesn't
Man,
mean
what?
like we still can't talk about the shenanigans we found ourselves in. Though that's a different thing in itself.
It's like, yay, we completed an entire series without getting fucking DMCA'd or some shit.
Exactly. That's my biggest.
Yeah, that's an
happy
accomplishment
feeling,
itself.
bro. We actually managed to go through a season of the PokePod without any interruptions in between. 170
series,
sessions fully completed, bro, beginning to end. And I'm so excited for what 2023 is going to offer when we jump into the new season, once we talk more about that in the coming weeks. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I do also have to probably note on this as well, in regards to this, that with this being the last session, I don't think we will be having a podcast again until the 16th.
Damn.
So we will be taking a
The
2-week
what?
break of the PokePod in preparation for what's going to be
Oh,
coming.
well,
Oh, that
boys.
means I get to stream shit.
Exactly. So
God
the
damn.
reason, Tyrone, the reason as to
Final
why.
Fantasy 8, let's go.
So yeah, these 2 weeks of Monday, it's also really great too because the anime is also on a break too. We are going to be taking a break in preparation for what's going to be coming, and we'll be presented with the PokePod Direct. I was about to say Nintendo Direct. The PokePod Direct are going to be our main priority. I'm working on it currently right now.
Plus, we gotta
I had
get the
a lot of-
construction crew in. Yeah, they gotta get the construction crew in here. They gotta break down the set.
Yeah,
the
there's
set,
a
assemble
lot
new
of
one.
changes that are happening. This studio that we're currently in right now, this is going to be the last time we're going to be in here as
Yes.
well.
Tear it down, boys.
Ah, shit, now
I'm tired
we're
of being
still
in this
here.
freaking closet.
Yeah, this is gonna be like the last episode of WWF Wrestling Challenge from like 1992.
Oh man, this is gonna make such a nice parking lot.
What?
Coach.
I mean, who the fuck's gonna park in a fucking studio?
It's not,
Goodbye,
that's the
tables.
beautiful part,
Goodbye,
TSS.
plushies.
It's not gonna be a studio anymore. It's gonna be a parking lot.
they
Goodbye,
converted our
roaches that are still
studio
here. Oh.
for land
I
development.
mean,
We gotta
Oh,
make
yeah.
room for the bakery. Yes.
oh yeah, I've made it a personal
God.
mission. If I ever do become rich, I'm becoming full-on Captain Planet villain, tearing shit down and turning it into parking lots.
Oh man, you remember the TG parking lot? Yeah, that was weird that he did that one
We
time.
came in like a wrecking
Yeah, nobody even parks here.
Yeah, why is this made? It's just taking up space.
No, we just have to get the guy from Not Just Bikes to actually make bike lanes and everything would be good.
And the world will be in peace.
Noxious.
Bike
So
parking.
yeah, so ladies and gents, just as a reminder once again, Monday on January the 2nd and Monday on January the 9th, the PokePod will be on a break as we
Hiatus.
will be focusing once again in preparations for the new PokePod season. I'm excited to talk with you all about that. I'm working my absolute best right now to get this thing completed for y'all. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to share more details with you all about this, and I hope you guys look forward to it. It is going to genuinely be a blast, and it's
I'm
gonna-
like the 10 of the shit won't get leaked either.
yeah. Let's hope not.
No leaks.
That's why I'm also being very, very picky with my choice of words because I don't accidentally want to reveal anything about it yet.
Yeah,
If you've been
exactly.
following us though at the PokePod World Podcast, you will have already seen images of teases regarding the logo as well as characters joining the cast too. So there's a lot of great things coming in, and
DLC, let's go.
well, no, this is Generation 3, baby. We're on the 3rd gen right now. So yeah, I'm very much taking a lot of the feedback. A lot of you guys have been
Oh,
saying,
Rex said PokePod GT. Let's go.
step into the
Step
grand
into
tour.
the
that means the next series doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh, dude, man, you mean the next one after
Come
that
on.
is gonna
Step
be
into the
Super?
grand tour.
No, Tyrone, you're gonna love Super.
Booper, booper.
Oh man, so yeah, it's been fun. It's genuinely been a lot of fun. I'm gonna do my best to try to get the information out of the direct before the end of the first week of January. So sometime within that week. I hope you guys look forward to that. Because of this, due to Mondays being on breaks, I may or may not stream something completely different, or maybe I won't stream at all to put my more priority on the direct to assure that gets completed.
Yeah, I think that's
so.
the
Yeah,
best
I'm
part.
probably gonna do that instead. So just bear that in mind. For me, I'm probably not gonna stream. However, it does sound like either TSS or Tyrone, or maybe some of our other fellow buddies here.
You know what?
May stream.
Probably
on
Tyrone
Monday.
because he's a
I may
probably
wind
Tyrone
up.
'cause he's a whore.
I may wind up throwing because I may wind up throwing the round table in the pod's place on those Mondays.
Okay. And if the other peeps
Yeah.
here in this call would like to just join you for that one, then they're more than
Yeah. The round table's literally a round table. It's an open table discussion.
Yeah.
So
Exactly my point.
yeah.
So there's that. So yeah, once again, we're just gonna keep it quiet for now. We'll let you guys know more details about it then. And once again, as a reminder, and this was also thanks to our buddy Cosmic here. In the Champion
Cosmic.
World Discord
Yeah.
server, we have the PokePod Clips channel. If you guys have still found clips from this year that you would like to post for our highlight reel for 2022, or actually, should we extend that to just like the whole PokePod World thing itself for the past 3 years? Or should we just keep it
Yeah.
for 2022?
Well,
I think we
Keep
should
it for all 3 years.
Okay,
All
but
3
years.
okay,
All
if
3
we want to
years,
do all
yeah.
3 years, it has to only be from the PokePod world. Though.
I nominated I nominate when Kay roasted the fuck out of me after I left.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that was fun.
Damn.
I mean, all the clips that have been posted so far have been from the world.
Yeah. So,
So
if you
I
guys
think we
would
could.
like to extend it to now 2021 and 2020, you guys are more than welcome to if
2019.
you guys can find those clips. Because I don't know.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah,
I've looked.
I know they're
Yeah,
all
the
there.
clips don't go away. It's just the
You're a
actual
pretty good
videos.
chunk of
Yeah,
stuff.
so-
I mean, 3 months ago wasn't from a Pokepod with us.
No, it was not, unfortunately.
I think that was Pokemon R, wasn't it?
No. That
No,
was
No, it's
no,
from
it was
the
from a
beginning
Sword
of
and
the world.
Shield.
No, I'm specifically saying like I would prefer
Yeah.
if you guys do find things from 3 years ago that they mainly stay in
Oh, the dog.
the dog. the nest is done.
That's
Dog!
the dog.
God.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, got the dog in him. Literally.
Everybody fucking freaked out. Holy shit.
Yeah. So that's all the details I can share on this part. And yeah, I hope you guys have fun with it. So look forward to it.
Yay!
Yeah, fun with it.
So
So many.
yeah, so many things coming our way. It's gonna be a fun time. But once again, and as a reminder, a lot of these things could not have been possible had it not been for the audience and the community that have been sticking by our sides for these past years, bro. And for allowing us to take the gamble to come over here to Twitch to stream these sessions and have it successfully last for 3 years. It makes me very, very happy to understand that people enjoy this stuff, to see what people like, have the community be with us too, and I want to continue spreading that joy. So there's so many things happening. We're doing this for the better. We'll continue to maintain what people enjoyed from the PokePod. None of that's gonna change. It's more so the accessibility is going to be a lot more fun. There's a lot of other.
We're gonna be
things-
ADA compliant. Let's go.
There's a lot of things I need to do. I haven't had the chance to even go out of my way to
You
find.
got shit to do, boy.
Yeah, no, there's just so much, bro. I like even for like editing stuff, I still need to figure out how to take care of that one. I need to go out of my way to speak to someone who actually knows how to do video editing to do that stuff because I need.
Aw, shit.
because-
We're getting a video editor?
Because listen, unfortunately, we've become to that point, at least for my life,
Yeah, I
where
noticed that too, actually. It's too much.
it's not
too
that
much
it's too
now.
much. It's just that I'm stuck at work. So if I wasn't at work,
Aw.
That falls into the same thing because I'm looking for a video editor too. It's too much. It's just too much to handle at once.
and I'm not asking them to do like an insane edit or anything. No, I'm just asking them to. I know for you it might be different. For me, it's a little different. It's more so like I want.
Yeah, we don't need like Iron Mouse or Zentrea levels of editor.
No, leave that for
Yeah.
me. Those
They
are for the
blow
clips.
up
I
and-
love that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Shit.
The only thing I'm just asking for them is simply just taking the podcast and like separating the reviews and like smaller topics that we do in the podcast, so I can also use those as separate videos to upload to the channel too. because now that PM 2019 has ended and PM 2023 is happening next year, I'm looking forward to that. So I want to make sure that for fans out there, they get the chance to not only simply get the full podcast session, but I also want them to also be separated as chapters. Yeah, like chapters. You're right. That's pretty much it, Donnie. Because a lot of people would prefer having them separated.
We gotta keep them separated.
So once again, if you guys want to DM me about that in the background, those who would like to do just simple things like that. Once again, I'm not requesting you guys to like edit the whole thing. I'm just simply requesting you guys to just edit, like, just make them into separate pieces, and then we just upload those. Is all. And if you want to go out of your way to do a little thing or something like that, by all means, I am more than happy to. We could definitely talk about prices and all that stuff. I will go out of my way to give you guys the funding, because editing is not something that is easy.
And
to
we
do.
don't require anything like the freaking the GIF or like a sound effect of the Keck guy laughing or whatever.
But if you do,
unless you're Richie,
if you do though, we'd appreciate that.
No, we're talking about the Mexican.
I want
Here at the PokePod, we provide jobs.
So
Oh my gosh!
KG's very nice. I am too, but I'm very
nice
direct. But I'm very direct. I want as crazy as shit as humanly. I want a video inside a video, clicking on a video of me watching a video inside a video. Edit the fuck out, man. I want you. I want you to put as much
$500.
Actually, that one thing we got recently is totally plausible in making that a reality, but we have to test it out soon.
I want it to be edited the fuck up. I want.
No, then you have that. You have all that going on, and you see the freaking the video timeline.
Yeah. So once
So
again,
many
if you
special
ever want to just
effects.
DM me about it, just let me know in the sidelines. It doesn't seem like something to just talk about in public like this.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to share all the details on that. If you guys want to go into more details about it, by all means, let me know. Once again, like I said, I'm not requesting insane edits. I'm just simply referring to just clip parts out from the full podcast and just rendering that, like have the intro at the start and just rendering the full review there. And then that's it. And that's all I'm requesting on that front. Maybe add some little details like adding like, oh, okay, make sure to like the video or something like that.
Right.
Like simplistic things that can be done while I'm at work. And then when I come back home, I can upload them,
Yeah, nice little bells and whistles.
Yeah, so just that kind of stuff. But once again, like I said, those I'll save more details in the background. Just DM me if you want to, or at me on the Champion World Discord if you're interested, and then we can talk more in details into DMs then. But in the meantime, once again, ladies and gents, thank you guys so much for your support on that part, and I hope you guys look forward to 2023. So make sure, once again, if you guys would like to know more details, make sure to follow the PokePod World over at Twitter as well, at the PokePod World. So please make sure to follow that. We also have cute little videos there of the Jib Jab shenanigans. If you guys haven't seen that yet, they've been absolutely great as well. Thank you for that, buddy. Cosmic,
Of course. They're fun to make.
They're fun to watch. I still keep going back. I still keep going back to the pie.
Bring on the pumpkin pie.
I like the Nutcracker one that Cosmic did. I don't know if she ever posted that.
Oh, that was so
I
good.
see them. I facepalm every time I see them.
But I laugh because of them.
Every single time.
God, we look so fucking stupid.
It's beautiful.
That's the point.
Sergi says he's so happy his art's being done like that, though.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I am on a Jib.
And also, I want to take that as an opportunity as well. A lot of the
I've been
things that are
so
also
embarrassed in my life.
a lot of the things that are also coming in the new year as well. I want to also give a massive thanks to Sergi Romero, our buddy Sergi.
Yeah.
Sergi's lovely art being used for farting to the Nutcracker music.
Yes.
You had to ruin it. Wow. Unbelievable.
Oh, he appreciates.
Cosmic's the one who did it.
I'm pretty sure Sergi knows about it.
I have no shame in admitting that I did that, and Sergi approved.
Oh.
Did we ever show the chat any of that?
No. And I think we're gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
for the sake of making sure that it could be an inside joke that everybody could just hear.
Okay.
Oh.
Until next year, of course, when the holiday season is
Yeah,
appropriate.
until
to
next
post.
year, you fucks.
Yeah.
If you guys get the YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers, I will share it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Cosmic
Nice.
bribery.
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
If you
Chet.
want,
Yeah.
if you want to hear Polly and Tyrone and KG farting to the Nutcracker,
I didn't. Oh, not.
Oh,
I'm
God.
safe.
I'm in physical
It was
pain.
Terrell, it was Richie. He was all the guys.
What the fuck,
Good
man?
God. So yeah, thank you all so much for your lovely support, ladies and gents, in this year. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a wonderful time doing these sessions with y'all. And most importantly, all the time we've had here, whether up or down or all around, has been nothing but a joyous ride. And I'm proud to still be with y'all when we move into the new year. And I hope you guys will have a fun time sticking around with us for many more fun years to come. We don't know how long these sessions of the PokePod will continue to go on, but we hope that the time we do have will be something memorable to just continue sharing for as long as we can, man. And
Also,
Can
remember-
Emmy say something?
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for inviting me to be a member.
Aww. Well, thank you
I
for
appreciate it.
accepting.
he's on the phone.
Yeah, I made a sister friend out of that, so I'm very happy.
Yay!
So,
I also realized that we went an entire series without me having a Japan report.
that is well, yeah. Well, to be fair, the reason why that's the
That's
case is
kinda
because, unfortunately, we also did these sessions during the era of the pandemic with the Backstreet
Yes.
Boys. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, man, we had a lot of tickets to share this year, bro. Thankfully,
Yeah.
thankfully it was minimal this year, but
I was gonna say, yeah, it still slips through the cracks. I heard people go, "I got it." I'm like, it's
yeah, everybody, yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
We're sold out.
Yeah.
It's been amazing getting to meet up with you guys in person so many times during these past 3 years. I mean, I think the PokePod R was just wrapping up the first time we all met up in DC.
And also,
Right?
that was post crash of the channel too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
But then
Wait a minute. What 2018? Not the post crash?
2017 was
Yeah,
when
but-
the anime began airing. 2018 was the crash, and then
2016.
I'm
2016.
referring to the first New York trip. No.
Yeah, 2016 was when it began in like November, right? 2017 was the first full year. 2018 was when the crash
Somebody
happened.
look up the official timeline.
in 2019
about the
was
first-
the
Was when it began in March 2018. With the
I'm talking about
Olympics.
the first New York trip, though.
Oh, that was in
2018.
that was 2018.
2018. Yeah.
Yes.
And then
That's all- yeah.
2019 was the DC one.
Okay.
Yeah. The only reason why is I actually found
And
the
also,
Pikachu and Eevee
also
pins I had.
we had a second meetup as well.
Yeah. And I'm very grateful with this one we had. Oh, what a wonderful way to end it off, no? It kind of fell all in place, bro, and it makes me so happy with that. Indeed. That doesn't mean it stops, though. Definitely going to still work on that Waffle House journey.
Oh, and
My
friendly.
gosh. Yes.
We still never went to friendly.
Yeah, that's never gonna
No, Friendly's
happen,
is
buddy.
closed.
Take me
You,
to friendly.
you told me this for half a decade, and I've waited
Holy
patiently.
shit, man.
Wait, Polly, did you get the Friendlies cookbook that came out for the holiday season? I got one.
No.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's filled with all their recipes, and their recipes is all like
So she can make one for me then, and that will be her
How
redemption.
My
the fuck
God.
did she get that?
But they all closed down by me.
it was
Actually,
for
wait.
sale. There's only one left by me, but yeah.
Okay, I think I know where it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Even got
so what
one.
you're
Closing
saying
soon,
is
too.
I have to go to
No,
you
have
guys.
To, you have to go.
I told you, KG, take the bus. It literally takes
You
to me.
wanted me to take the train, to take the bus, to then go see you, to take the car, to go to a
Well, here's the
Waffle
thing.
House.
I'm working on some
Yeah.
kind of bribery initiative to make TSS help me set up my gaming PC that I haven't purchased
Brian,
yet.
wait, what?
What the fuck?
Just ask. What the fuck, you maniac?
Yeah, just
No, because then I'm not fucking coming 2 hours till the bus.
I never said that. I never said that.
You like
Why
the
you putting
impression?
words-
that
Why are you
Yes.
putting words in my mouth?
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course I
Put
will.
words in this man's mouth.
2 fucking hours.
Listen. I've had to go to Long Island and then be disappointed when the people don't fucking pay me, so I can come out there. It's no
Oh.
problem
Probably has a system.
Why didn't they pay you?
Yes, it's
because
a
they're cheap
field tree.
motherfuckers. But we're not gonna get into that.
Oh,
No, no, I'm kidding. I'm
Cheap is
kidding.
giving you little money. They gave you nothing. What the fuck?
Yeah, I had to get compensated elsewhere, but it's okay.
I would have sent the boys after him.
Yeah, we got you, boss.
Oh Lord.
Guys, it's a change. It's a change in scenery anyway. I wouldn't mind it.
It's the
So-
boys. Oh, where are the boys?
Isn't
Go!
it on his fourth
Freedom
season
boys,
though?
yeah.
Or am I thinking of the wrong
I think
boys?
so. No,
Oh yeah,
no.
it's gonna be it's third season,
First season, yeah.
and then fourth. I don't know when the fourth one
Yeah,
is.
I watched the boys.
Oh, I have.
Boys.
I love it.
Read that, boys.
Insane. I love it.
DJ Khaled, we the boys.
The stupid TikTok thing. We're all singing.
Funk
DJ
Master Flex Night,
Khaled,
Flux Master
we the
Flex
best.
Night, Flux
Who?
Master Flex Night, Flux
We the best.
No. Are you gonna be? Are you gonna
So
be? That,
stupid.
are you gonna be? Are you gonna be one of those? Are you gonna be that one guy in like the early to mid 2000s rap side songs like Manolo? It's the same shit. It's the same. It's the same guy. That just fucking yells out like one word. And that's it.
Good God. So, I want to talk about one little thing before I forget it.
Yay. It's with the spaghetti.
Oh yeah, I love spaghetti.
We didn't get to go to Mom's Spaghetti. We didn't get to go to the Mom's
To be
Spaghetti
fair, none of
pop-up.
us knew it existed. I would have.
Yeah, we were too late.
We talked about it, but y'all are just liars.
Yeah, it's not even gonna. Do
I couldn't. Hey, look, feature. Hold on, I think everybody said. Oh yeah, okay. So, our buddy Dean will be back momentarily. Do not fret, friends. He will come soon. So, yeah. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So next year is going to be a fun little ride of experimentation and all that. So sometimes during the end of this session and leading before the end of the year, I want to say as well during this time, it will also help
nice.
me work
The
on.
space. I could put my legs up.
Yeah, right. I just have legs there. But no, I was gonna say during the time that we will be doing all this stuff, I will also create a Google Docs thing as a way to kind of just put it out there for the community as like a feedback survey to kind of also give us a little bit of an input behind certain things that maybe we could take care of as well as we continue to approach into the new year and just see where people would prefer seeing the podcast take its, show into. Like what direction would they like the podcast to be in? What's more favorable? We'll still maintain everything that the podcast will still be, but I think also getting a little bit of feedback is, I think, an essential just to kind of give us a better understanding towards the good things and the bad things, So at some point within the week, I'll work on a Google Forms, whatever
Survey?
it's called, survey. Yeah. I don't know why I lost my word on that, but yeah, survey
That's okay.
to prioritize feedback. And this will be a great way to kind of also sneak in at some point if we want to do one for the future. And I want to suggest Tyrone if he's going to be doing one on his channel, a Q&A. Yeah, so
God, you're bringing them back. I love your
Yeah.
Q&A stream.
Q&As.
so look forward to the Q&A sections, ladies and gents. And
Really, my Q&A gets more views than the actual other shit.
no, listen, man, people just like chilling and chatting. That's just the truth. And you know what made me so happy when I discovered that the PokePod was like.
I do have a question. Like, what the fuck?
I will say, one of my favorite things that I enjoyed was discovering with that Twitch recap thing that they did. They said that we were the 1% in terms of the talk shows and podcasts of the top
We are
1%.
the 1%. Yes.
We were the top 1% that used this
Nice.
sort of
Is that good?
service.
Yes.
That is really good. That means you're at the top basically. Like
For the people.
you're in the
For
top
the people.
1% basically.
We're for the people, by the people, with the people. Shit, we are the people.
Brought to you by
Well,
people like you.
well, I mean, we're
Thank you.
gonna become kids songs now.
Now that's what I call.
No, this predated before that.
Shit, no, not Kids Bop then.
No, it's kids songs.
Ugh,
Remember that?
sounds
shit?
weird.
No, kids songs was like in the early '90s, mid '90s.
Oh lordy.
It was like produced by kids, for kids, and let me see, it was the show for kids, by kids, and whatever the fuck. There was a nice tagline in it. You could look up the kids songs intro,
Nice.
and you'll understand.
All right. So yeah, once again, we'll get more details into that for the survey really soon, ladies and gents. And I hope you guys look forward to that. It'll be a wonderful way to kind of give us a better understanding of what you guys would like to see as we're still prepping things up in the background. Also, to those that will be in the call by the very end, I also do want to share some little details with y'all, just so you guys as well can get a little understanding of what's happening as well. So we'll talk more about that when the time comes post-stream. So yeah. Look forward to that, chat, and look forward to the direct that will go and highlight more of the details in the future. So, yeah. All right, now, let's get into our final major topic for tonight, I want to say. Yeah. This is going to be the last review that we will be having for this year, only because of the fact that I don't think next week there is an episode, and AKA, the 30th is like, why the hell would there be one?
Well, there's not going to be any episodes until the 13th, so we're not going to have anything for like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, there is no episodes until the 13th.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks, dude.
Okay,
yeah,
just making sure.
They're actually, weirdly enough, around the same time as our break.
Yeah.
No, that's why I said I'm doing this specifically because I know the break's right around the corner. So I'm doing this in timing to the fact that
we do not have an episode on the 6th of January. Hell fucking no.
There will be a special though. That's it.
Yeah, but that's
like
that'll be
broadcast.
just that's just gonna be gonna be like a special.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
that's not live action.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say right now. If it happens to be anything of significance, we might save that for like a Friday stream or something like that. I don't know what I'll do with it, but we'll save it for.
But the thing is though, it's probably gonna be a TV Tokyo only special. I have to look.
Only time will tell.
Because let me just look at the calendar while we're doing that.
All right then.
Yeah, so let's go and do that. So let's go to January the 2003rd. Oh, we don't even have that shit. Oops. Oh wait, no, yeah, we do. No, we don't have anything listed in the anime section, so we're just gonna have to see what TV Tokyo's page is gonna be updated, but we're not gonna find that out until this coming Friday.
Yeah,
and then we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem with waiting. I think it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. All right then. So now let's get into the review. Why don't we, ladies and gents? This is going to be our last review of the year. And this is going to be a very major one, only because of the fact that we finally found ourselves bouncing back into the world of the Pocket Monsters Alternate Universe series. I'm curious, Tyrone, you said you watched it earlier today as well, correct? Everybody here in this call, by any chance, watched the newest episode?
Okay.
Yes, I didn't watch it subbed. So I actually have no idea how something happened. And I'm still curious about that.
Oh, well.
Something being.
That's going to be interesting to talk about that when we get to it.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll talk about that in a bit. So let me just make sure I have. Where is this thing here? I have no knowledge of where they would put this in the review.
Oh, Goggles got an interesting take.
What's up?
He said, I'm going to say this. I love and hate the episode.
Oh, that is. Well, to be fair, I also kind of feel the same way in that too.
There's something that bugs me about it, but it's mostly on the Team Rocket standpoint.
Okay.
Well, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way.
All right, so let's get into this, ladies and gents. We are now going to be talking about the episode titled Pocket Monsters The Distant Blue Sky. And to quickly summarize what happened, or at least to read the summary for this one, Ash and Pikachu are continuing on their journey, and Ash has promised to meet his mother nearby. However, Team Rocket appears and abducts Pikachu, and while searching for Pikachu, Ash encounters a mysterious boy named Haruto. Will Ash find Pikachu? And also, who is Haruto? Let's discuss.
Uzumaki.
No, Yeah, right. No, you had to make another pun with Uzumaki. You can't just say Uzumaki. Buzumaki. There you go.
Arto Huzumaki.
Yes.
Shit.
All right. So yeah. So this episode is one that takes place in the alternate universe, as I explained, and the only reason why you can tell that is thanks to the fact that his hat is based off the one that was done and shown within the film Pokemon I Choose You. So this Ash that we're currently traveling with has no connections whatsoever with the original animated series, which is bizarre in a way. Why are we back in the AU for specifically? Why was this something that couldn't be in the Journeys anime? Maybe we'll talk more
Writers an
about it.
excuse to write. It gives writers an excuse to do whatever the fuck they want with Ash and Pikachu.
But a lot of the things that they did with Ash and Pikachu here don't seem out of the norm from what Ash and Pikachu would do in
Yeah, but we'll
Journeys.
risk it.
Okay, but all right, let me begin real quick. Pakugo doesn't exist, Jesus Christ. Well, there you go on that. But no, okay, let me begin off by saying one thing I am not a fan of with this episode. This is more so something that caught my interest and has also caught a lot of the interest of the people too. And that is the fact that this episode doesn't deserve to be an episode. It felt like a movie that was scrapped, but they didn't want it to die. So they wanted to find some way to implement their story that they had written down in some way, shape, and form.
Too short.
And so, therefore, they decided to squeeze it into a 20-minute episode. And I think this episode could have probably benefited greatly from it running down to at least 40 minutes, like an hour special.
Like an OVA.
I think it could have been significantly better with it.
It's too short.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically suffering the fact that it is short.
I understand that.
Yeah, so that's my biggest criticism on it is that I felt that this, and also the reason why I said also like it like that is because I really enjoyed this special. I found the episode time to go by too fast. I was really hooked in the concept because now that it's AU, we don't really need to tie a lot of the elements from the past. There's nothing to really fear about with that. It's just simply another day of Ash and Pikachu. And it genuinely was starting off relatively fun and quirky and even shocking to an extent with some of the things that went down in this. And if you are fans of music from the past, note that this episode special was using nothing but the past generation music from Sun and Moon,
The X and Y whole thing.
X and Y,
Well,
BW,
yeah.
Oh, the
and
trainer theme. Use the trainer
AG.
theme.
So here we go. So here we go. We have the Rockets themes that have not been used since DP fucking 2.
Yeah.
So for fucking
Sorry.
15, so for fucking 16 or 15 or 16 years, we have not had anything from Advanced Generation. And the other theme, which I like to call the Masato fuck something up theme, which hasn't been played in this anime. Well, it's M29 from the AG package. That song has not been played since DP 153. So there is quite an interesting anomaly with this because maybe this was part of the renegotiations, considering that we have the best of best of best that's coming out on in January. So I'm wondering if the Pikachu record stuff from Miyazaki was also renegotiated as part of this contract.
Remember that a while ago, Miyazaki had that like very interesting tweet he made about having to recompile a lot of the tracks he's made for films for something. But we never had I think it was something like that, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean that was the case for M20, and I thought they were going to be using remixes, but no, these are the original tracks.
That's what shocks me. These aren't remixes. These are the OG ones.
Yeah, because we had 3 tracks from AG, and then we had like freaking XY stuff. We had movie 7. We had M17. These are all the main tracks from like Sun and Moon, XY, but XY and Sun and Moon is less of a surprise because they were already part of the SME package. But the AG tracks that was the ones that I had to take a double take, because first of all, we haven't heard, like I said, we haven't heard the Rocket Hoenn theme since fucking DP2. So yeah, so this is we're talking about, October of 2006 here. So fucking crazy, and I'm glad. Like audibly, like the tracks that they chose, absolutely, great. I just like the fact that I finally got to hear the fucking AG Hoenn theme for the
I
Rockets
know.
again.
What was the Max one? you were
Um,
talking about?
it's the one that does dun, na, 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 ding, ding. It's that one.
Oh yes.
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 Yeah. That track. I think of the Masato and Haruka fighting from like AG5.
That one
That's-
reminds me of the Kanto one called No Way, No How. It has that weird synthy.
Yeah. So I have a question to ask you, TSS, then, if we're going to be
Yeah, go
talking
ahead.
about this. If this negotiation, this is something that you're referring to, a negotiation was happening behind the scenes in regards to this, right?
Yeah.
So if I assume it passed, given the fact that
Yeah.
the episode here used nothing but the classic original songs.
Right, but there's still, but the bulk was still part of the SME package.
Yeah. But like, if that is to be the case, do you think that possibly as a celebration of the upcoming 11 episodes that we're going to be getting, the reason why the negotiation was taking place was because they were preparing for that?
I think so, because like I said, considering that they're releasing an entire collection with all of the opening and endings,
minus the special variations, of course. But like the
I mean anything that was used in the anime.
Yes.
Specifically. That to me seems to be like they must have gotten the rights to do it. And like I said, and plus it won't feel right for that 11 episode side story, or the final section, to not have old music.
If they don't have Tears After Cloudy Weather play, or that song, the one that goes dun, 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 like at the end of every OS episode.
Oh, da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah,
The meeting and a parting.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting, I like that one.
Those are overrated in my book, but
you're banned from the future now.
I want to hear fucking. No, I want to hear fucking. I want to hear a few things. I want to hear fucking Zettai Zetsume again, and I want to hear fucking. What's the other one?
We gotta hear Kaze Ishoni.
Kazuto Ishoni is more of an insert. That's more of an insert song. That's more of an insert song. That was the main part. But what I would like to hear would be like, some maybe movie 6 music, movie 5.
Dude, movie 5 music needs to be there too.
Yeah.
Going for Latios is coming next week. Please. Going for Latios deserves to be in that episode. You know, the one where he's riding with Latios to get to the museum. That song, one of the most popular.
That is my second favorite OST.
That I loved when they used that in the fight against Paul with Gliscor diving into the.
No, that would be the OK instrumental.
I wish they could play OK, but.
No, they'll probably have maybe the OK instrumental. Maybe they'll have the advance. I would love to hear fucking the Advanced Adventure instrumental.
Please!
Oh
my god!
I want Miyazaki's Advanced Adventure instrumental, because that shit.
They're actually grabbing from this old library.
No, we're making an assumption here. I guess
we're making that. We're making that inference, even though Hayashi's still listed as composer, but realistically.
No.
I was gonna say, I hope this is a little double pun take, because like Yuki Hayashi and Miyazaki always gets credited in the dub, but like none of their music really ever plays.
Oh my
god!
So
this is gonna be the alternate twist where Hayashi gets credited, but it's nothing but Miyazaki music the whole way through.
Wow.
I can probably see maybe a couple of the tracks from Hayashi still making it. But realistically, since they're having the classic feel, they're gonna need to dig deep into like the AG and OS library.
They have to. It's a requirement. This is a celebrate. This is his last appearances, bro.
I mean, I want to hear. I mean, fuck movie 3, but I like the music from it. Like,
Yeah. For me,
Bruh.
I think my favorite OST in general from Pokemon has to be 5. So I'm really hoping they pull a lot of songs
yeah,
from 5.
5. Yeah, for me, 5, 6,
8?
8.
Yeah,
8,
8.
please. 8, please.
Yeah, we need some. We need some Lucario music. Yeah.
Yeah. Give
We
the boy
do.
some love.
Hey, where was the Lucario music when the Lucario was present?
Oh no, no, no.
They don't
no,
have
no.
the rights.
Shit, bro.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. I don't want to
I
hear it
love
with that Lucario.
But it's the
There's a
same
very
VA
short-
though.
Hey.
I believe it was in Lucario. There's a very, very short insert of Misase Pokemon Master that was done with a harmonica, and it was unreleased.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
played during a
Yeah.
flashback when Ash was talking, I guess, to Lucario about when I
you met
first started,
Ash.
you and I didn't like each other very much. And like it would be so touching if they played that. Yeah,
Mhm.
unless they do ballad NPM, but I don't know. I
No,
feel like
harmonica hits different.
Harmonica, it hits different. It's more palette towny.
No,
Yeah.
if they listen, I will lose my shit if they play the synth guide vocal of Mazazi Pokemon Master that was used on like freaking the next episode previews and also during that special of fall of 1997.
What if
If
they
they
use
played
that as
that
the
shit-
preview song for the
If they
Oh my
now speaking of which, we are getting our 7th version of Mazazi Pokemon Master for the next
Yay.
time. But let's talk
we
about
all
this episode
fucking love this
first.
song.
But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So let's continue on with our review then.
Yes. So here's another thing I also want to bring, and this is more of a controversial take, honestly, from like how people have been reacting to it. I personally found this to be a nice gesture, but I could totally understand why the criticism was there.
Okay.
And that's in ties to the VA of the narrator.
Yes.
So Unsho, aka the original narrator for the Pokemon animated series since its very beginning,
R.I.P. the goat.
has had his lines reused for this episode.
Yes.
However, at the end of the episode, he had these lines that he said throughout various years, I believe, and they spliced it together to make it sound like one audio clip.
Well, actually, most of it has come. Well, yeah, most of it came from. I mean, if you look back, the first instance where he does the whole spiel is actually episode 3.
Yes.
So Unsho Ishizuka, I still like the fact that they have his voice to kind of keep the M20 legacy for the AU alive. I really enjoy.
Yeah,
that.
it is AU Ash, and it began with 20, so it only felt appropriate that the narrator for M20 still is the narrator for the Distant Blue Sky.
Yes.
So I do appreciate that. I the only reason why I say it's controversial because a lot of people were kind of questioning the decision on their aspect to splice up the audios to make it all sound like one thing. And I understand where it's coming from. I personally was somewhat okay with it, I feel. But I felt like they were trying to pay respects to the VA. And yeah, it might come out a little weird, but I think that was their intention behind it, and I think it was fine in my eyes.
And also remember that those lines sounds like they were recorded in the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So of course the audio quality isn't going to be the best because of course when you're recording on the fucking analog tape, it's not going to sound the same.
Yeah. So the last thing I want to bring up on that, and I think this is my favorite part about this episode when it comes to the narrator, his last line, where he says the exact same thing as what the new narrator said in the last episode of JN, which is something like, "They will continue as long as I say they will."
Hate that line. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not like it.
Really?
It sounds so weird. If I say they continue,
it felt like
that's a translation error, my friend. Because it's tsuzuku tara tsuzuku. It's like whatever will continue will continue.
Okay, that sounds a lot better.
Because again,
it's say they continue, they'll continue. Who the fuck are you?
The narrator.
Yeah, again,
The
it's a fucking error. It's a translation error because it's tsuzuku. It's like tsuzuku tara. If it continues, it will continue. Tsuzuku.
Oh, so instead of if I'll say, like if it's
yeah. Like I said, it's bad interpretation.
Okay, yeah, the narrator is great, but all he does is like give the audience a transition as to what's going on.
It'll continue
Right.
as it continues. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't own shit. He like who the fuck? Like narratively, he doesn't.
All right, I'm
matter.
gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again for the folks with the ads. So Tsuzuku Tara Tsuzuku is like, it's like saying as it continues, it will continue.
There we go. That sounds a lot better.
Yeah,
That
I can
sounds
appreciate that.
dangerously better. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So that's
Jesus
also meant to be
Christ.
said in the end of
Continue as long
JN
as it
as well. Then,
continues,
so
yeah.
that
Yeah.
fixes that little
Yeah.
issue. Then, okay, thank
Like
you
there's
TSS on that.
it sounds like there's some euphorical being in the air telling Ash what to do in that.
Because technically the narrator is separate from the series. It doesn't matter. Unsho did freaking Okido, but he's not fucking referencing the narrator when he's talking as Okido.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty much the only things that I wanted to share on in regards to just some of the little pinpoints on it. Now, in my review as a whole, I still found this episode to be enjoyable. Like, if you watched our reaction to it on Friday, you'll know that we've had a lot of gasps and just like whoas and oh my gods, and like they were doing a lot of fun things. It was refreshing. I still am in the belief that this episode deserved to have been a special just for the sake of addressing certain plot threads that were in this episode that needed more time to really push the theming behind it. And I do agree with what some of our buddies said in there. Where some things that came in this episode felt sort of there for the sake of being there for fans to catch rather than it for being a part of the narrative.
Yeah, I said that. Because I didn't like it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I kept it ambiguous
I
because
still
I
don't.
didn't want it to be suddenly revealed that it was you who said that. But thanks for going out of your way
Yeah.
to spoil it and being blunt
You're
about
welcome.
it. All right, great.
You're welcome.
No
Yeah,
problem.
Cosmo, what the fuck?
Well, but, that's
What the
just
fuck?
me. Hi, guys. I'm Cosmic.
Known for
And
her,
I didn't like it.
known for disliking the episode. There you
Yeah.
go. The cosmic, everyone.
Here we go.
Oh boy, but we'll get to that
Yeah.
in just a second. So yeah, ladies and gents, that's pretty much all I have to say on that for now. Overall, I still, despite understanding where people are coming from, did I enjoy the episode? And personally, I could come out and confidently say yes, I did. In my opinion, of course. So if I had to give it a review, I will give it at least a solid 8 out of 10 in my eyes. It was really fun. It was nice to just kind of just see these characters bring out these references. My favorite scene will definitely have to be Ash giving no fucks towards Team Rocket's model sequence. That was probably...
Yeah, see, no, that's what I have the problem with. Fuck.
Actually, there was something funny. It's like, basically, it's like, well, when I don't longer have companions around, I guess I got to do all the progression myself then, because I can't bounce off with anyone here. And you see these Team Rocket characters doing their model. It's like, hey guys, I got the key.
Yeah, no, see,
we'll get to yours with that soon, though, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll share with that soon if you want to share in your review.
You and her.
Don't worry,
Jesus.
buddy. You'll be able to share on that soon. So for now, we'll pass this around, Tyrone. We'll share with everybody, see what they have to say, and then if that topic gets fully brought up, then we'll pass it to you. How's that sound?
Yep, let's go.
All right then. So we'll go and pass this around from right to left, and those standing as well. We'll see how we take care of that. I don't know, but we'll figure it out piece by piece. So we'll begin with our buddy Richie. Let's begin, buddy. Go start off. What do you have to say for the review on this?
I mean, I agree with the consensus that it should have been like, well, if they couldn't make it in a movie, I would have at least preferred in a TV format, at least an hour special. I would have preferred because, and this is something that was commonly brought up during the watch party. If you were watching it, by the way, is that the itself is good for a movie, and they didn't just go aim for that, but probably there was some stuff in the back. Maybe they just, because I don't know, maybe there was just not enough time, maybe certain deadlines passed for, and they're just like, well, fuck it, let's just turn it into an episode and work with what we got. And that's probably what they did, if I had to guess. But then again, that's just me guessing. But as far as the actual episode's concerned, outside it should have been a movie. I didn't really have that much expectations going to it, not because I thought it would be bad, but mainly because I know what I would be expected from it. Remember, this is literally the first thing we're seeing after the up and hill, up and down that we call journeys. Okay, they're doing this thing called Distant Blue Sky. It's with AU Ash, and I usually have like a pretty opinion about the AU universe with movie 20, movie 21, obviously 23. Like let's just see what it has, and I was interested to see how they're going to handle this whole Heart of Tilt kit because remember, before we obviously saw what happened in the episode, I was thinking, oh, is this going to be one of those episodes where they try to find the Pikachu? They figured that out and resolve it within the first 10, 15 minutes of the whole thing, and then they get to the good parts later on. And technically, that ended up being shorter than I originally thought, so there goes that part. But I was generally I was surprised by the depth that they were almost implying, as far as what actually happened in the plot.
No implying they did it. There's no implying.
No,
they straight up say it.
There's a certain implication. Obviously, they're not going to say it because it's a kids show. But
no, they did say it.
No, not in the whole thing. No.
Yes, they did.
What do you mean they did? You mean to tell? Okay, well,
that says after we lost him, his father kept painting fucking the sky.
I'm talking about the actual reason. That's why.
But come on, you can put 2 and 2 together. You fucking
no, you can't. But But I'm speaking from the perspective of how the general kid audience wouldn't be able to pick up on that. So, but besides that, overall, I thought it was well done. But other than the fact that it was kind of short, it's not. It doesn't get like a perfect score for me. I think if anything, I probably just give it. What did I give on the watch party? I think I gave it like a 9.5. Yeah, and I think we'll go with the 9. I thought it was well done. Music was great. I did like the if I may comment, I did like the character designs. I thought they looked good. But there are some moments where it kind of, how do I say this? Not off-putting. Maybe it is off-putting, but sometimes you look at the background and you look at the character and you're just like, huh? Like, I see what they were going for because obviously they're trying to replicate like the old school way of the anime, which I appreciate. But I think there are some moments where that kind of look a little janky. But other than that, that's not really something I'm going to hold high criticisms for. Other than that, I give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was well done. I enjoyed the plot. Wasn't the highest that they could have done, but it was simple and it's something they kind of done before to some degree, so it's not the first time in that territory. So other than that, I enjoyed it. 9 out of 10. I'm pretty sure I'm probably like one of the very few that generally enjoyed it. But yes, this should have been a movie, and I hope that they're gonna do some. I hope if they're gonna do something like this again, they kind of take that into fact, and maybe that'll be next year if they're even doing a movie next year. That is. So that is it.
All right. Thank you for sharing your input, Richie. Much appreciated. All right. Just to he said a 9. So
okay.
9. So 9 out of 10, folks.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just to make sure, in case I know sometimes timing could be a little weird, so I just want to make sure you have time. Let me pass this one to you, and then we'll come back to.
Thank you.
So, Emmy, would you like to share your review on the episode, buddy?
Of course, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode personally. I thought like the plot was really unique and like very entertaining. And honestly, like, was it perfect? No, definitely not. Like, I agree 100% with what both of you had said too. It definitely should have been a movie. It definitely should have been a special. Definitely should have been longer. I feel like they would have been able to flesh out the characters a little bit more. The emotion would have hit harder. Just all the things, I agree with the music as well. The music was so good. I loved hearing like all the Miyazaki music that we got, and just even pinpointing, especially in the watch party, just pinpointing where each track was from. That was really nice as well.
That was me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. I love doing that too, just because those tracks are so memorable and they're so special to each series that when you hear them, you just like hear a part of that series just come back to life. So it's a really nice like just like callback, and it's really nice to see them implemented in the episode as well. And just like plot wise as well, like KG has like the one single cookie that Team Rocket shared. I miss those little things, you know, where like Team Rocket's broke as hell. They're just sitting down. They're like, yo, we have one single cookie to share within all three of us. And you know what? It's all good. So I miss little things like that. And even like seeing Team Rocket's like AG motto. Oh my god. AG fans, we got so much love. I was so happy about that. And just like even seeing like Haruto as well for like the moments we got with him, especially with like Ash and Haruto just sitting and looking at the sky and just talking as well, which then played out I think later on in the episode too, because they were talking about food. And yeah, well, you know me, I'm a foodie, so like hearing that conversation them having of Haruto saying like, oh, like I miss like my mom's cooking, and then like Ash is like saying too like, oh, like I miss my mom's like croquettes, and like I'd do anything to have them. And then at the end of the episode he ends up having them, and that's when he starts crying too, which I think was like a cool symbolism thing too, just because personally for me I think that whole sequence happened just because Ash was just processing everything that happened, because he realized at the end like, of course, Haruto is like actually a ghost, and he was interacting with someone who wasn't there anymore and who actually passed away a while ago. And he played a part in like, I guess, the closure for his story for his parents too. So seeing Ash even go through those like human emotions is like it was really interesting to see, just because I feel like Ash is always the type of character who stays strong for everyone else. And, you know, like he's the protagonist, he's the hero, so he has to be strong. But you see him like at these moments, and I think those are really special. Just because you see his development, you see his growth, and you just see him being like a human, you know? So that I thought that was really, really nice. Definitely agreed, like with the just, of course, this goes back to all timing as well. Like if it was a longer special, or a movie even, I think those would have hit a lot harder, especially when we found out then Haruto was a ghost. Like imagine like watching like an hour length movie, and then you find out at that point like, oh, like he's not actually real. He's not actually there. That would have hit a lot harder than it actually did. So I think that was I think again like time as well, that plays a part into it. But I think for the time that they did a pretty good part at it. They did a pretty good job with it. I mean, the aura thing, honestly, I think I'm mixed on that, because I like the aura thing, but at the same time it felt very like random, if that makes any sense. But it feels very Ash-like in a way, just because Ash is the type to help people, and he's the type to like put himself first. Like you saw what happened with the Mankey, like he gave his hat instead, which was a nice thing too, because then he ended up getting his OG hat in the end, which I'm like, oh, does this mean they're connected? But in a way they're not, just because of how he got his hat in the original series.
No.
Yeah, but I still thought it was really cool anyways. But with the aura thing, it suits Ash's character. Was it random? A little bit. I did like the call to aura though, just because that is part of Ash, and I feel like they didn't explore that a lot in Journeys, especially because he had a Lucario. They didn't really touch upon that too much. They touched upon it in the beginning when he was Riolu, and like I guess towards the end too with like the whole like Mega Evolution thing. But I feel like this felt a little bit more special, and it felt more selfless, if that made any sense, because he really believed in his heart, like I want Haruto to have this moment where he can touch Pokemon and to just like, you know, do something he didn't really get to do, or just I don't know, just experience something. So I thought that was really nice. It doesn't make sense, no it doesn't, but it was still really nice to see, and it still goes to what Ash's character is and how he acts. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I think the one issue I did have with this episode was the dad plot, Ash's dad plot, in my opinion. I feel like it was unnecessary. I don't think it really needed to be there, even with the preview too, how they kind of alluded to like that whole picture of like where it was Ash and like Haruto's parents like standing in the like the painting, and then you can see the shadows. I think the Ash dad plot was just kind of unnecessary, because in my opinion his dad isn't really mentioned at all, and if he is, like it's the same thing where it's like, oh, like he's not here or he's doing something, and it's at this point it's like I feel like Ash's mom deserves a lot more credit than she actually gets, just because she's the one who like raised him and the one who was there. So I feel like if anything they should have alluded more to the relationship with Ash's mom and Ash itself and himself, like how they kind of did in the in movie 22. So that was what was that movie? It was the what's the name of the movie? Oh, I forgot. Oh,
Mewtwo returns evolution.
no, wait, 23. Is it 23? What's the
Okay.
The
what's
Power of
23?
Us, Coco.
Coco.
Coco, it's Coco.
Thank you.
Guys, it's Coco.
Yeah,
is
with-
23.
Yeah, with Coco, because in that movie, like in the beginning of that movie, like Ash had like he was calling with his mom, and his mom was just really worried about him, and he hangs up, and then he goes through the whole thing with Coco and sees what happens with his parents, and he learns to appreciate Delia a lot more. So I feel like they could have done that element here as well, just because again, I feel like Delia doesn't get a lot more credit than she
But
deserves.
you can't
So
make theory videos out of who Delia is because we know. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, but yeah, at the end, that was just a little like small nitpick I had just with the Ash's dad plot. I felt like that was unnecessary, but
It's for fucking YouTubers to spend hours making videos on who Ash's dad might be. It's for them. It's not for us.
oh yeah, and that's what I mean. Like that's why I say it's
Yes,
unnecessary. Like
I
I feel like if you if you're just focusing on that, you miss the entire message of like this whole episode, which I think is just goes with Ash's character and who he is as a person and who he has been for like the past 25 years. So if you're only focusing on like what hasn't been then versus what has been, then like, you lose focus on the entire thing. So overall though, I would give this an 8 out of 10 as well. I think it was a really good episode. Is it perfect? No, definitely not. But I think for the time that they had, I think they did a really good job. So good job, Pokemon.
Yeah,
I'm
I
excited.
was gonna mention the dad thing, but I guess I kind of didn't because I feel like that'd be kind of overstated. But if I can just offer for 5 seconds, is that considering the fact that we haven't, in at least going off the main anime, other than I believe the within the first few episodes of the Japanese version, he's just never really mentioned and obviously never shown.
He was never mentioned at all.
Exactly.
Well, okay, well
He's never mentioned at all.
Again,
Not even
well, actually, that makes
Japanese.
it.
Nope. This is AU. They could then blur the lines and then get the and then distract people from. Okay, actually, I should say they can take risks because they know that this is a separate canon from the other canon, so therefore they can write something like this.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
saying that.
Relevant. Like to me, Ash's father's never been relevant.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but this is a completely different line. So this is so that they could get away with this.
No, I'm not saying that they couldn't write it in AU and get away with it. But my point is that basically, at this point,
no, not in AG.
at this point,
again, Japanese. No, they didn't. I've watched every single episode there is. No, they didn't.
Well, also AG is his favorite series. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's like again, just to end it off because it's really not much to say. I mean, with the whole, unless they were actually serious about putting him in there, I don't think they. I just think the mentions are again a kind of a waste of time because unless you're gonna do something a little bit better than what you have, I guess, not been doing, then what was the point of putting it in there? And I agree with Emmy 110%. I feel like it should have turned more into the more of an appreciation for Delia because Delia has really, been essentially technically the only parent for Ash overall, at least from the main anime and from what we can see in the AU. So I feel like they should have put more emphasis on that. And just I mean Kukui too, but we haven't got to him yet in the AU.
That's not an AU. So
I know, but I'm just jokingly saying we haven't gotten to him yet in the AU. So maybe it was him overall. But yeah, besides that, I just thought that whole plotline was kind of a pretty irrelevant. It shouldn't have been there. And obviously we're now still waiting to see if that deadbeat will appear. I think he will. So
All right then. So we'll pass this on to the next buddy. Cosmic, I'm gonna probably pass this one on to Polly. You fine for that one?
Yeah, go for it.
Alrighty then, Polly. I'm gonna pass this on to you then, buddy. You said you want to go next. Take it away, buddy.
Yeah. So, I feel like I can't really give like a fully honest opinion about the special because I didn't watch it subbed. I watched it raw, and I kind of got the gist of it, but I have no idea how Haruto died or.
Oh, they don't really say.
Okay. Which I guess I don't mind being spoiled on that now, but For anyone who knows me really, really well, I'm not huge on AUs. I'm just kind of indifferent to them at this point. I think M20 really like was the clincher for me because I was so excited when I first saw that that was announced. I thought they were going to go into a lot about Ash's past and like really take some creative liberties and expand on that, maybe expanding on stuff that Shudo always wanted. And then they didn't do that, and it was an AU, and it was very disappointing for me. It took me a while to warm up to The Power of Us, and I'm so glad I watched it because I generally did enjoy it. I also enjoyed Coco as well. But aside from enjoying it each piece individually, I'm just not like I'm just super indifferent to AUs. So I thought this was a sweet special. I like how Emmy was saying. I like the message behind it. That sometimes you have to say goodbye and about accepting circumstances and moving on, but you never really forget the person who went away. Kind of like a sweet metaphor for Ash himself leaving in the canonical anime. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I liked
Mhm.
the nice wholesome messages, but other than that, I don't know if it's something that I'd watch like again and again. It was just kind of like a nice wholesome little special. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Also, like I basically agree with a lot of what Emmy said. I think, you know, there's very few short specials or even movies that really make me feel like I can connect with characters who are introduced like in and are just like basically exclusive to those episodes only. Which is ironic because I love a lot of characters of the day, but it just depends on their personality and their character and like what role they play in this specific episode. So, if it was a longer movie, I feel like I would feel like more emotionally invested in this family, but you know, it's still sad, I guess, what happened. Um, Music wise, I'm gonna sound very, very ungrateful for a second.
Ooh.
Because I'm glad they brought back Miyazaki music, but my biggest pet peeve, and I know TSS is about to cut me off, I know it, is I get it. They have a very limited selection of what they can choose to pull from at this point from the old library, I'm assuming. But I don't like when they play modern Miyazaki music in something that's supposed to take place in Kanto. Kanto, I'm assuming mirroring OS. And that brings me to another point I'll make. But like when they
Kinda
play
weird that they play like
XY
the
XY Sun and
thing
Moon
with
and
Gyarados.
Bush's music, it's extremely jarring to me. It's just a personal pet peeve of mine. Like I was glad and very grateful to hear Miyazaki music. I just wish, like, if anything, maybe they could have used the remastered tracks from I Choose You, that are supposed to reflect the original Kanto, and Johto. Maybe even AG was fine because AG and DP music, like, basically anything from OS and DP is fine, but when it's like the modern era mixing together with like a Kanto-y special is just kind of like it doesn't mix well. It doesn't mesh well for me personally. So I have mixed feelings on that. Um, yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to say except for going along with that kind of jarring feeling. I didn't like how Wobbuffet was in this because, again, if it's supposed to be Ash in Kanto, and the trio didn't get Wobbuffet until the Johto series, so I feel like I know I'm like nitpicking here because like well, you're talking about the canon, like this is an AU, but if they're trying to kind of make it an authentic reflection, I feel like forgetting that Wobbuffet was more brought in during the later series It's kind of like it's the same thing as like the Best Wishes XY Sun Moon music being mixed in. Like it just would have added to the authenticity more if they really limited to just the the eff- the different the aesthetics that are just exclusive to Kanto. So or OS in general. Yeah. So the only thing I think also is like Emmy was saying is that like it's annoying that I think there's more the fandom place more emphasis on the whole father thing instead of like
Yeah.
really paying attention to the main message. I felt that too. It's like who really cares? I mean, I have my own personal like headcanons and theories about Ash's father. I'm a big subscriber to that one shot in the DP episode with the guy with the Rapidash. Ash is a little child. It's like one little screenshot. I think that's his father, but I'm not really gonna make an entire video about that. I'm just, I just believe that's what he looks like. But yeah, it's just I felt like it also just wasn't needed, because it's like, oh, that's the thing that got people talking. Well, you know, it should really be about the plot of the special. But yeah, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Maybe if I watch it subbed, I will give it a higher rank. But it's hard for me to really give it a genuine ranking, not numerical ranking, when it can only go off of what I saw in the raw. But yeah, that's my review.
Alrighty, buddy.
Nice.
So, Cosmic said you will let TSS go next, especially because of the fact that there was a lot of music discussion going on right now. I think
All right.
only feeling appropriate to kind of continue on that momentum of
All right.
the music stuff to just carry that one over. What do you say, TSS? You're good.
So I'm gonna talk about. I'm just gonna talk about a couple of my pet peeves first, and we're gonna get into the deep and darkest things or deep and the greatest things about this episode. Okay, so first of all, I wholeheartedly agree with everybody here. This should have been a longer special, such as Mewtwo Kokoniari, which is the 3-part Hoso special that was back in 2000, which was the Mewtwo special. It was 3 episodes long, and that length, which would have been about, I want to say, about an hour and 20 minutes, that would have worked perfectly for this. So that should have, and also it could have probably taken the Entei plot that was teased at the end of this special and put it into an actual movie. The thing is, though, I think because of OLM's production delays and the fact that we'd never gotten a movie since Coco, I would believe that this was a plot line that they wanted to do, but didn't have the time. But with that aside, about Satoshi's dad and stuff like that, like I said, it's just a plot point to have Delia in the show and say, okay, I'm gonna meet you here because dad is coming too. It's a plot point to get everybody together or try to get everybody together to look at it as a family. Because if you think about it, this is all about compare and contrasting two families, right? You have Satoshi's family and you have
Which
Haruto's family.
which 1/4 of it isn't here, or 1/3 of it isn't here.
Yeah, 1/3 of it isn't even here. It's like a myth, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so first of all, I want to say big props to Cockpit Iwane Asada, like for making this special look absolutely beautiful. Sakuga beautifully drawn, lots of fluid animations. Very nice visual effects, especially the wiggle of the Pokeball, and then when the Gyarados comes out, when it's failed to be caught, it was beautifully executed. Um, Music choice, I like I said, I disagree with Polly. I think one of the main reasons why they wanted to use more later music is because it has better dynamic range. And it sounds better because if you listen to the AG stuff, it sounds a bit flat compared to SM and XY because again, it has to do with the dynamic range of the recordings. But I thought still it sounded modern enough that really drove the story. Finding out that Haruto's parents said, "Okay, our son died a year ago due to illness." That's when it hit me. It's like, "Oh shit, this kid is dead. This kid is a spirit, a yokai." But to consider, but that then explains why Haruto was very reluctant in touching Pikachu, because they didn't want to reveal that the hand, as we found out later, his hand went right through him. So that was a great masking of the whole plot point, and I really enjoyed that. The Rockets thing, they wanted them to look pretty much like incompetent as the old ones, which, okay, fine, it's a callback, right? That really realistically didn't care for that. Although just before they did the motto, they did Sin City wasn't made for you.
Jesus.
Jesus, man.
Sin City was made for you.
What if you PokePod was like that shit happening?
But those stares, and that's the style. That's the kind of split screen faces that Iwane does super well. I really love that one. So yeah, I mean, and then we have the Mankey thing with, like I said, that M29 AG music. Like I said, the Masato gets pissed off music. Love that segment. Love that Satoshi went out of his way to try to get Haruto's hat back, and then gives it back to his parents. And then when they tell him the whole story, it's very heartwarming. And especially then when you understand, okay, the father is making these pictures of clouds because Haruto used to love looking at the clouds, and having the memory of the sun. I really like that. And then shot then that meant that the shadow up against the backdrop made more sense. But yeah, I mean, the whole plot, and the whole thing is, the whole thing about Satoshi and the aura thing. It's just like, no, it's just like he's focusing in to grab Haruto from the spirit, because you see that he actually hugs him. Because before then, when Haruto tries to touch Pikachu towards the end, it goes right through him. But then once the spirit was satisfied, it ascended. So therefore, Satoshi calmed the spirit, and therefore it left. It left in peace. And then, as he was eating the Karokkes are delicious, by the way. He then starts tearing, because he is then reminded of Haruto and what the sacrifices that he had done. It's like, wow, I met this friend, and this friend doesn't exist. He died. So the tears off of his face, like, conveys the emotional impact of Satoshi understanding that this kid doesn't exist, and this was a good kid, and he had to die like that. So it's kind of like a self-reflection in that case. And like I said, I'm not angry that Satoshi wasted too much time and not meet his father. I think still that was pretty cool. That we still, because I was concerned. I was like, wait a minute, they're finally going to do this. They're going to ruin the whole thing. And then okay, it's like, oh, he left, but he left the hat, which then looks like the original hat. It's like, oh, he gave his AU hat to the Mankey, and he ended up getting the L hat from Nod to OS. So I think that, like I said, it's pretty intriguing, pretty good. But like I said, I think the only, like I said, like I said, I'm indifferent about the Rockets, because like I said, this was supposed to be like, they are acting what they used to act. I mean, it's like, yeah, we're throwing continuity out the window, but this is AU. But the Entei thing, I felt that could have been a plot point if this would have been like I said, a Mewtwo Kokuniyari, like a 3-part special, like a 1 hour or hour and a half special. And from that perspective, I don't think it's a missed opportunity, but like I said, I wish the I wish that would have tied into this. So with that being said, like I said, big props to Cockpit, big props to Iwana and Asada, big props to the Miyazaki music that we haven't heard in about 16 years. And overall, a very nice, visually pleasing presentation. This is getting now going forward, we are going back to the Metascore because 2019 is over. This gets a 9.1. That is my review.
Not bad, not bad.
Wait, what gives it the 0.1 over a
I don't
9?
like giving round scores.
I know, but it's like, you have to have something that would give it a 0.1 and not like an 8.9.
The reason why it doesn't get an 8.9 is because the overarching like backstory that was presented is better than meta episodes that I would put in an 8. This is one that I would actually go back and rewatch a few times because it's also culturally it's also in an indirect way connected, like canonically connected, even though it's not. It has a lot of canonical callbacks, even though it's not part of the main canon. And again, the music choices, the animation, and just the overall like overarching plot puts it in the 9s for me. But there's, like I said, the reason why it doesn't get all the way up is because it's too short, and like I said, the plot, one of the issues was the plot. The plot was way too short, and I wish that they could have fleshed it out even further. And like I said, there are much better episodes in past meta series that are better than this, but this is still pretty decent, and I enjoyed the music and the presentation, and of course performances. We can't forget about Rika's performances in this one. So yeah, 9.1.
Okay. Well, KG said he was going on BRB real quick. So, I guess
Take it away.
I go or Tyrone
Yeah.
goes. Okay.
You.
Okay, fine. I
For
just
next,
want to be polite, okay? I just want to be polite.
You are. Go.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, I didn't like it.
Motherfucker.
Cheers. Never mind. I'm
Yay.
going next. God, fuck. Go ahead.
Someone
Go.
else.
Why didn't you like it? Go
All
ahead.
right.
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
for those of you who are at the watch party, I openly expressed my disdain towards it right
Yes,
after
you did.
watching it, and I was not a fan. Now I thought the story, some positives, all right? I thought the story was beautiful. All right? I thought it
Fair
had
enough.
so much potential. The key word is potential. It just didn't do
Stories in a
anything.
nutshell.
It was so rushed to the point where I didn't enjoy it. But the overall concept of it was really great. I'm all about that. But it just didn't execute. And the reason why I didn't execute it was fan service. It was all callbacks, which is fine. But this is AU, Ash. And I feel like there shouldn't be any callbacks. Like, it should be completely separate. Which, that's my personal opinion of that. I mean, you can have, like, the music is fine because it's music, but like stuff like the hat and the antics and like just all that kind of like stuff that like people who watched the series growing up would catch on. I don't know, like I just feel like this is supposed to be a different Ash Ketchum, and he should be experiencing things separately. That's my personal opinion of that. But that being said, when the hat appeared, it made me very happy. But that's only because, I don't like Kanto, like OG Kanto, but I love Johto. I love the Johto series. That one's my favorite.
You
So
really
it was
are
nice.
the same person.
Yeah, they Johto's the best. But
It is.
I was happy to see the hat again, but it doesn't belong in AU Ash World. It just does not. Granted, he got it completely differently, but he doesn't belong there. The Team Rocket thing, just kind of upset me personally as somebody who is a fan of Team Rocket also. So like, I mean, it was nice seeing how Emmy and Polly Rose saying like the cookie thing was fun. I liked seeing that again. I always liked broke Team Rocket because it made them kind of relatable, as somebody's always broke. but I just hated how quickly that entire scene. Because like one appeal of Ash Ketchum to me normally is that he's like completely clueless. But like he just he got there, had an immediate plan of, all right, I'm just gonna grab the key and unlock Pikachu. Like that just like got rid of the charm of the entire scenes that have always happened with Team Rocket. Like in this, I'm talking like scenes like prior to Sun and Moon, where things were like they were trying to properly capture Pikachu and these fancy devices and stuff. But I didn't like that part. In regards to the aura thing, I had a whole lot of issues with that. I thought it was interesting and that Ash could see ghosts because I don't know, something about that. I feel as a concept I feel like could easily be explored more if they were to continue with AU Ash, and I do hope they continue with AU Ash, which is why I wanted things to be completely separate. But in terms of the aura thing, I don't. It just since when does aura make you have the ability to touch ghosts and then let ghosts also touch other things? Like he was able to transfer over his ability and sense of touch to a ghost so they could touch Pikachu, and then I love the fact that that's how he was able to go and move on into the afterlife. But I just don't think it like how it was portrayed. Like there was like no implications that Ash had this ability prior. So how on earth would Ash even have the knowledge to know how to do something like that? Like I feel like there had to have been sort of training for him to have that kind of ability. But maybe that he did, and that was in the potentially movie long version of whatever this special was. And I don't know, but in terms of the ghost story, I'll say this: the potential for it was really good. I honestly like. I wish we saw more because I feel like Haruka's story is one that could easily be transferred over to Ash leaving the show and dying, and like, he's not dying, but like he's moving on. But he's moving on, kind of like how Haruka did at the end. And I just think that it would have made sense to focus more on him as a character and his past with his relationships than let's throw in another callback. Let's bring in the dad that doesn't even come in because he's a deadbeat. Let's bring in the croquette scene, which I mean, I didn't even think was needed. Like all they could have had was Delia calling Ash at the Pokemon Center like she's always done in the anime and just delivering a package and been like, "Oh yeah, your father let me know he wouldn't be able to go, but I have a package for you from him." Like that, honestly, that would have been enough, and that would have saved them more time to focus more on the story with the ghost thing and the family than Ash, being abandoned by his father, which didn't have any relation to the story. Anyway, if I had to give a rating, so when I actually watched it twice. I wanted to give it another try. But when I watched it originally, I gave the rating a 7. When I watched it again, I lowered that rating and I brought it down to a 5.
God damn!
I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Yeah. I will say this, Tyrone, this is one of my lowest scored things, period. Normally, it's one of my lowest scored things.
Not like goddamn as in a regular goddamn cue, like a black dude just going, God damn! God. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Fuck. Alright, that's awesome.
What is your Tyrone? Yeah.
God damn!
Kevin, that's what you came back to, by the way.
I empathize with you, Cosmo.
Oh, thank you.
God damn! Oh shit! How am I gonna beat that?
Good luck.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
good luck, man.
What was she cooking?
That fucking meme.
Oh shit! The distance from the blue sky Pokemon special. First of all, let's talk about AU Ash for a second. AU Ash to me has always been a creation that Pokemon has made to stay extremely safe with Ash. And honestly, it is in a sense that like AU Ash is always like pretty much the safe zone for if we ever did end Ash, which I'm finally glad they decided to do that after the 11 episodes that are coming. If we ever did end Ash, right, then can we still use the character? AU's usually the answer to that. Yes, you can use Ash, but there's a catch. AU Ash to me unfortunately feels very limited. He feels very chained. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I always feel like when Ash has traveling companions, he has more to bounce off of. Whereas in like AU, it's like it's just him. Yeah, he'll get his movie of the day characters, or in Power of Us's case, a bunch of movie of the day characters. But overall, unfortunately, you don't get like people who know him hanging out with him. Everybody he hangs out with is people he meets at that moment. So AU Ash unfortunately gets these situations where I think the closest we've ever gotten to traveling companions was I Choose You. And even them, the audience had to learn them really quickly. And then we had to jump to what's her name, looking through the pictures going, oh yeah, these three have hung out together a lot. See, look at all the pictures that they had of the adventures that you never got to fucking see because, you know, those don't exist. So when you use AU Ash, especially in this context, especially since Journeys is over, it always feels to me like, oh, this is just going to be some generic adventure between Ash and Pikachu again. And I will say it was, but I will say I did like it. It was very emotional. And Pokemon's handled death before in the anime, but I guess maybe this is because of the how short it was. They cut to the fucking chase. Yeah, Ash is dead. Oh, yeah, not Ash. Yeah, Haruto's dead. Although I will say this, unfortunately, because it's a children's show, I don't know about y'all. Maybe I'm just really smart or what. I caught on to Haruto being dead like almost instantly. I
I thought it was super obvious.
Yeah, they're not hiding it. The very moment like somebody sees him and nobody's ever this fucker's dead. Got it. Okay, I got it. Yeah, they're not hiding that fact at all. My one weird issue with Haruto though, Haruto makes a comment where he says, "I never touch Pokemon," but when he's talking to his parent, when Ash is talking to the parents are like, "He used to play with Pokemon." I thought he didn't fucking touch him. Like, now I don't feel sorry for that. He never touched Pokemon thing, guys.
I thought that was a comment just to reflect on the now instead of back then, personally.
Yeah, but the problem is he touched Pokemon before. If he said I never touched Pokemon, bro. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Several times actually. Even the father even says he used to have mud all over his body from fucking touching Pokemon. I'm like, but he didn't touch Pokemon, or at least that's what he said. If he said it's been a while since I touched Pokemon, then maybe. But he said I never, which is a weird phrase. I want to get on Team Rocket real quick because they were my biggest peeve. So Team Rocket, they're doing the regular deal, and it feels like they've been very lazy, not just in the main series, but just in general with Team Rocket. Capture Pikachu. Pikachu's in an electric-proof glass. It can't get out, blah, blah, blah. Something happens. Pikachu's free. This one was the worst. It's literally just Ash going, oh, hey, while you all were doing your motto, I locked Pikachu from the glass. My issue with that is it's very inconsistent. Like, normally when Team Rocket does a motto, Ash sort of just sticks around and watches that happen for a bit. You know, Team Rocket will be like, Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light, surrender now, prepare for a fight. Meowth, that's right, Wobbuffet. Fett. And then Ash will be like, Rocket the Dawn or whatever. Like they have like a whole formula. So, and Ash has interrupted their motto before. It's happened before. But here it feels so weirdly convenient that it feels like they skipped a conflict. So when Ash breaks open Pikachu, it's just like, oh, so this was never a problem to begin with. This was a slight inconvenience. This is solved by basically Ash just going, oh, I think the problem here is that Pikachu being kidnapped was a central focal point of the plot. So Ash being able to do stuff while they're doing their motto feels wildly inconsistent with other episodes where Ash will watch like Team Rocket say their whole motto from start to finish, and then he's got to find some creative way to get like Pikachu out. Or like the Pokemon of the day will do some attack and like break the Pokemon out. Here, I mean, he just gets it free. It feels like Team Rocket was never an issue to begin with. And that's what kind of bugs me. It's like, I'm not going to lie, that's kind of weird to just see that happen. But outside of that, I do like that Pokemon's like, I like when Pokemon always steps up and tackles death. They usually do it with like the Pokemon themselves. It's very rare that we see people fucking like die in Pokemon. So I'm glad that they tackled that. It's nice. I do wish again Ash and Haruto had more moments together. Again, this all comes with the fact that it's just way too short to be an episode. It needed to be like a 40-minute or 45-minute OVA or something that seems a lot more palpable, something that allows me to absorb the feelings of what's happening in the surroundings. Yeah, Haruto does a lot to like make it dangerously obviously like, oh, I can't eat food because I already ate a big breakfast. Like it feels like Haruto is doing a lot of mental gymnastics to sell this I'm dead situation. Like he really has to put in all these things to let you know, no, I'm not. I can't do shit that normal people can do. And then by the time Ash finally figures out, he's like, so you learned the truth, huh? Were you planning on Ash learning the truth, or were you just gonna fuck with him the entire day? What's your angle? What's your angle, sir? But I do like the family aspect. The dad trolling baiting thing, that's for audience members that I think Pokemon loves the idea of hanging this lingering fruit of who Ash's father is over everybody's head. I'm over it. I've been over Ash's father mystery since like Kanto ended, and after that I just didn't fucking care. There was no point of me caring. There was no way that I would ever care about that plot point. Overall though, I like the painting aspect. I like the beauty of it all. I like the moments where Ash just gets to like be. Ash and Pikachu and Haruto are just like taking in the world, because we don't get that in Pokemon anymore. So it's good to actually see them stop to smell the roses for a little bit. What else? I think that was about most of what I had. Delia being there, I'm gonna disagree. I actually do like that Delia was there for a change. It gives her a little bit of a bigger role, just because, like, it's very rare. Like, obviously, Ash's relationship with his mom is usually coming and going. It's, hey, I'm here. Thanks for the breakfast or dinner or whatever that you made real quick. Thanks for the new hat and clothes. All right, I'm gonna go to another new place for like a while. I think the closest we've ever gotten to Delia recently has been Sun and Moon, where she showed up like multiple times. And even then, those were like, oh, I'm showing up for a bit to support Ash and then I'm bouncing. Here we get to see her actually do some like cooking and taking care of Ash and stuff, like some legitimate mom shit. Go ahead.
Tyrone, I just want to, because I completely forgot, did we mention that was a callback to the Shudo saying that Delia basically like worked at a diner, or she made the pallet townhouse?
I thought
Yeah, I think it was. And
Okay,
and way to be meta on it. Delia is just like, I'll just ask to borrow their kitchen. How the fuck you gonna do that? I think Brock's done it before those two, so I can't complain.
Yeah,
too much.
Brock's done it. He's done it.
Yeah. And I think even Silent's probably done it. But I think the wording, no one's ever worded it that way. I think every time we like see them use the Pokemon Center, they just sort of use it. Like, they just have food there. Pokemon Center's mechanics of how food works is odd. But here, she goes, no problem. I'll just ask to borrow it. All right, sure, whatever. If you say so, Delia. Team Rocket being taken care of by Delia. I guess it's nice. It really makes Team Rocket just seem like they're here for the ride, though. It feels kind of forced in this whole special, honestly. the use of music. I'm not a big music guy. That's why I didn't have much to say during the music section of it. I liked when XY's trainer battle theme was in there though, so that was kind of cool. I am a little upset. I wish they had used the Mewtwo remake Totem legendary theme for the Gyarados instead of the Wild Battle. I like that version more. With the Totem, I think it was the Mewtwo movie.
No, you're right. They remixed the Totem theme.
Yeah, they did remix it. Although Polly brought up that point during the Mewtwo movie where it feels weird that Alola is in a Kanto movie. It is weird, but I like that remix a lot.
It very doesn't.
I really like that remix. Ash trying to catch a Gyarados was kind of interesting, huh? Like I thought they were gonna actually run through with that, but no. They immediately abandoned it. It's like he failed to capture that. All right, moving on to the stupid Machamp that knows a special move instead of a physical move in a Pokemon battle. Why? Why?
I saw that shit. I was like, ooh, if Tyron saw this, he'd be critiquing the fuck out of it.
Like the first thing I thought, why'd you teach that thing Hyper Beam? Like the fuck?
I knew it.
What the hell would you, what? But yeah, like it's a feel good special. I can't be too mad at it. It's a feel good thing. It's cool to see that Ash like met somebody who technically wasn't there. How did he do it? How's the aura thing work? I'm not questioning it at this point because you want to know what training he did for that? It's called 19 minutes have passed. That's the training. The special's almost over. There you go. I don't care. I'm like Cosmic. I'm indifferent to it. But at this point, I'm like, it's over. Fuck it. I'm not gonna absorb this any longer than I have to. Ash's hat. I think people need clarification, and this is not the special's fault. I think this is people tripping. Ash won the hat via the box tops turn in, and everybody's going, "Hey, you Ash! Hey, you Ash!" He got his hat from the dad. I'm telling myself that he probably still won the hat from the box top thing, but left that hat home to wear the AU hat. And then the dad was like, "Oh, he left his hat home? Yeah, here, bring it with him." And he put it in the bag, and Delia said, "Your dad gave you this, said that you forgot this." And hence, it came right when he got the old hat. So when he got rid of his hat, he got the new hat. Essentially is what happened. The Entei thing I feel is interesting. What is up with AU Ash and this Entei thing? Because it happened in I Choose You too, where all the trainers were rushing off to go catch her Entei. This happened twice. So what's the deal? It almost feels like this was supposed to happen during I Choose You in a weird way. Because the two will both have their raid of the Entei situation. That Entei got, man, it's been showing.
I mean, that's what we thought.
Entei is the AU version of Suicune because they put Suicune in everything in the anime. So
yeah, literally
they're using Entei for AU.
Yeah, it's literally like this.
Raikyu's just a set child that no one cares about.
This is the second raid that Entei's been a part of in the AU history, and I'm like, what is the deal with this Entei situation? Am I missing something?
Maybe it keeps the door open just in case later on they want to make a movie.
Yeah. And like I said, I like AU Ash, but I do. The problem is, I think AU in general is way too safe. It allows them to use Ash in any way they need, but sadly, you don't get the benefit of him like conversating with his friends.
Well, that will lead great into our next topic, which is going to be talking about the final arc.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about like movies and specials and shit. When Ash has like Brock and Misty and the others around to compliment on what's going on, because then they can give their output and like be part of it and talk with him and stuff. Like really get the chance to bring all that in. Ash by himself, hate to say it, can get old after a while. That's me, obviously, but Ash by himself it's very clear he needed traveling companions. That's without Brock or Misty or May or Max or fucking hell, even Dawn in some situations. He doesn't really like him by himself is weird sometimes to me.
I think this was actually you that said it, where it feels like in Journeys and these AUs, he's like boiled down to the very simplistic parts of him. Like,
yes.
I'm obsessed with
yes.
battling. I'm obsessed with food.
Yeah, like
I'm
I
very
like food.
positive and
I like Where with the others, he gets the chance to bounce his personality off of people. Some characters will be like, "You're a glutton, Ash." He's like, "What?" Like, or like he's arguing with Misty, so Brock will go like, "Did this girl and this guy act like you and Misty do? We do not." Da, 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 da. Like we get like these nice little layers of Ash that get peeled because of it. AU Ash, unfortunately, is Pokemon are the greatest. And then the character of the day or movie character of the day or whatever goes, "Thank you, Ash. Because of you, I know Pokemon are the greatest." You know, if that wasn't obvious enough. Like, I don't know. With the Pokemon by your side, anything's possible. Okay, sure. But I like this one. It's nice. It's very soothing. It's something nice to check out and have fun with. It's a separate adventure. It's on its own. It can last its own. I would argue you could probably put this and probably like some other. I wish they would do like a movie collection. You know, like have AU movies. Have like I Choose You, Power of Us, and Coco, and then as a bonus you get this. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I mean, here's the thing now. Now that we're gonna have hopefully less production delays, maybe they'll actually get another movie out,
Yeah.
and maybe finally we'll get that Entei.
Yeah, I'm talking for these four things, these four AU Ash things. I think having like a 3-movie pack deal with I Choose You, Power of Us, and Coco, and then have this as like the bonus clip. In between.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I think it'd be nice.
That'd be nice
Overall, I'm gonna go ahead and give it like a 7.5. I think it's harmless. No, I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A. It's harmless.
All right.
It's
very good.
It's harmless. It exists. I can't get too mad at it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm the hater this week. Okay.
Yeah. Well, see, Cosmic.
refreshing.
No, I'm gonna thank Cosmic. You are validated. I'm not even gonna say. If you looked at this with any level of seriousness, it's stupid as fuck. Like, but it's a harmless, stupid adventure. I can't even do anything about it.
Yeah.
I can't even grade it that harshly at this point. It's just some dumb little thing that Ash and Pikachu are doing.
I'd say though this is one of those rare times where it has something for everyone.
It's just this cute little stupid ass special. I can't grade it too harshly. It's nice. Like it tackles the death thing, the painting thing. It's more or less capturing the beauty of it all. What do you do with that? Like the fuck?
I mean, it's just I'll just say like the cockpit, the cockpit animator.
Yeah,
freaking Iwane doing the main Sakuga himself. Like Iwane Solo is always going to be like one of the best looking.
Cosmic, if it makes you feel any better, if this was a part of Journeys, I would have immediately given it a fucking 4. Like,
well, I think I even said it in the watch party. I think there were better episodes of Journeys than this. So.
Anyway. All right.
God damn.
So.
Oh shit! I gotta make a Cosmic doing a Dragon Ball Z move on the special. Give me a second.
Okay.
Go ahead.
While we're doing that, we're gonna go, I guess, right into just initial thoughts about what's going on with the 11-episode series. So we are gonna get. I know Keiji's probably not back yet, or probably he is.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't say anything because obviously everybody was sharing their review. That's all.
Okay. So. Well, I just freaking like wafer rolled or whatever the fuck. So, chocolate. So, it is confirmed that we are going to get a 7th version of Mizazi Pokemon Master. For the 11-episode,
Getting sick of that song. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Pokemon I Choose You. So here we go. So, A and B Pokemon Master. So, it's going to be the seventh version of MPM. It's going to be, it's called Mizazi Pokemon Master with My Friends, because with my friends is in English. And the orchestration doesn't sound too bad, but my question is, well, okay, if that's going to be opening, what's going to be ending? Now, The thing is, though, what would work? What could work? That's the thing. Because if they are gonna remake a song, I mean, if they're remaking MPM, now, here we go, 0.7% prediction time. If Rika does a new version of Minna ga Itakara or Oyasumi Boku no Pikachu as an ending, then that will be fucking fantastic. But we don't know yet. But that's my 0.7% for this coming arc. No, that is incorrect, Kuro. That was the TPCI post of it. On the original broadcast, what was being played was Mizase Pokemon Master instrumental. Boku no Best Friend? Maybe.
That would be sweet.
That would be sweet, but I would like to hear like Minna ga Itakara or Oyasumi Boku no Pikachu, because Oyasumi Boku no Pikachu was on the B side of the original Mizase Pokemon Master.
I think it's a cute one, but I feel like not that many people know it because it's really obscure. It was never used as an ending. But I know what you mean. It would be sweet. I'm here for Boku no Best Friend. That one makes me. I actually can't listen to that right now because it will make me cry.
It's a cute song.
Yeah.
All right.
And then so we have that, and then like I said, the teaser for the brand new anime. We've already talked about it, but like I said, what we're going to look forward to is on January the 13th, we're going to start the 11 episode aimed to be Pokemon Master, and it's going to be Satoshi's final arc. After 26 years, he's gone.
Nuts.
So we'll see what happens. But here's the thing, though. We do have the official website for the official TV Tokyo website for this series has been posted. And we have Satoshi, Kasumi, Takashi, Shigeru, Okido Hakase, and the Rockets. So we're going to have... So Kasumi and Takashi are in forefront. They are focused. So those three will be mainstays, as well as I guess we're gonna see Gary and.
Oh, they really don't. I mean, I get it. I know this is supposed to be like nostalgic. Oh, they don't make that their driving fucking force though. Like, focus on some other
fan
shit.
Service. It's all fan service. It's all this is.
Yeah, I know. But you can still focus on other shit. Like, this is Ash's final thing. Please don't focus on the fact that like this was just like season fucking 1.
My thing is that if they do the same fan service that they've always done for OS, they need to do it for every other season. Like,
that's how I feel
be
too.
authentic with the Best Wishes episode. Be authentic with the DP and the AG episodes. Like take care of your characters because they were the ones who made the show as well. Serena, Silent, May.
Yeah, but they're not the. No, I'm going off their logic. It's not the first season though.
Well, screw the first season.
You can't
I just
say
feel like
that. That's illegal.
Yeah, I said it. I said
Let's
it.
put you on
I
these
thought
hot takes, Cosmic. We have to.
Yeah, we're gonna get the fucking TPCI ninjas.
Man, Cosmic cooking, bro.
I'm sorry. I just am not. No. When I did my rewatch of all of the animes, I am just. OS was like was just one step above XY for my very bottom.
Damn.
Yeah. I just.
Oh wow.
What the fuck?
You hurt his feelings, bro.
Okay, fine about that.
No, not even that. Like, first of all, I like OS because it's funny.
Kuro actually makes an interesting prediction where they could use the old endings that could be released on the collection, and then just replay the endings maybe with.
That's right, doggy.
Maybe with like a clip montage or something.
They need to play Type Wild, the original. Like there's no way they.
Yeah, well, they have the rights to it now because they're releasing the whole fucking thing. So I mean, I mean, it could be possible.
Or just remix
it. What could be possible is, theoretically, we can get a brand new HD version of friggin' 151 the ending. We just get the old the old song, and then we have yeah. It's like it's like 151. And but here's the thing. If they're gonna fucking do that, I better fucking see a version of Soko ni Sora ga Aru Kara in that fucking thing for the AG episode. We better have that fucking shit playing because the sky is there, because it's the best fucking ending of the anime.
The
We
first
need
one?
that shit.
Oh, the AG.
Yeah, the first
AG
AG
one.
one, right?
One thing I will say I do like.
Soko ni Sora ga Aru Kara.
This shit is stupid as fuck, and I love it though. The one where Pikachu runs under the girl's skirt.
Glory Day.
I love her. I like
Glory. So, Glory Day would be the toss-up, but I think Soko ni Sora ga Aru Kara would be better because if you see that ending, it has Satoshi and Pikachu together just lying down.
Yeah, no one
I would
else
love
is
to see
involved.
that. I would
My-
love to see that in HD.
My
and
thing
fucking
is,
playing.
I don't wait. This. Well, we just saw a screenshot because I don't know if Pikachu's running under that girl's skirt.
Oh, you
in
mean the one that
remade
Lucas
version.
made?
That's
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
the
fan
Lucas
art. That was a fan art.
I know. I still like that though. It's fun. I wish they do that.
No, if that's what we're saying. If they're gonna make the opening, they're probably just gonna remake the first opening.
Yeah, I would be. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, except now they're gonna update it.
Yeah, 'cause don't the lyrics say even under that girl's skirt?
That's why she screams it when she goes.
It's funny as fuck. I love it.
I know-
Just
I know
this
Kono's
random
stuff.
fucking laugh that we never see ever.
Oh man, that would be a nice cameo if they actually.
Well,
updated
I mean,
to
I mean,
actually
I
be
mean,
someone
hip,
we
I mean,
know.
that's Hirokazu Tanaka. You know, Hip Tanaka.
I know. It's just funny.
The same man that did Metroid is the same man that had that.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's all a mystery from this point onward. But that just means we get to look forward to it 2 to 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, and we will also see if they can drag out Kaori from and maybe have her record a few lines for Haruka because they need to at least have her maybe make an appearance and maybe do 2-3 lines and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like it appeared. Well, if you look at General, and it's from your boy Mr. Degasu himself, which is his translation of the website. When that talks about the series, it does say near the last part where it's like in these episodes, Atoshi would be joined by his former travel companions like Kasumi and Takashi. So it's not just gonna be those two. So that possibility of coming back.
The thing is though,
possible.
I don't know if Kaori will have enough strength to actually do a whole session.
Yeah,
I don't.
Or maybe they'll just get somebody else at that point.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's why they have to bring back Max.
Yeah, Max is going to have a majority of the lines.
Who?
Probably.
What the fuck? No, I won't.
Who?
No,
Defender
Max is the
Defender
one
said
person
so.
I want to see back, and I know that's I know that's weird take, but he's the one because I think
Yeah, you're tripping today.
no, I just
No, I love Max as well.
Let
Yeah.
her cook, Tyrone.
well, no, okay. Look. Here's the thing: like when
pretty
May's
good.
gonna be there, I want May to return. May is my favorite Poke Girl, so I want May back
Makes sense.
to be on the anime. But I know she can't speak much, so if they bring Max on and give some form of focus to Max, that gives less screen time to May, but she's still going to be there to the point where you'll be happy with it. And so, like, that's why I want him to be back because I feel like if Ash and Max are, and I also loved the big brother little brother aspect that the two of them had back in AG. I thought that was really wholesome and nice, like how they would always bicker and then they would just become best friends. It was just always nice. So I would really like to see that come back into the anime, and that's why if Misty's coming back into every series, I'm just gonna be mad. All right, I have nothing. Misty's fine, but like keep her in Kanto and Johto. Like just I hope she doesn't go everywhere. Brock makes sense. He was in AG. He was also in Sinnoh, so he makes sense to be going to at least those two. But I hope she doesn't go too.
I have a prediction. This might be a little weird, but I have a prediction. I think May is gonna have a full focused episode. I think they realize how much they have to work with Kaori due to her complications. So they probably already had recorded various sessions in like a huge amount of time since they initially started working with her till this. So it's not like she recorded one session. No, she's had various sessions where she's taken certain moments every
We
now
have
and
to
then.
see.
And then
We
that
have
way
to-
they
we
will
have
be
to
able
see
to
that.
use that as accommodation to be able to have her throughout the episode. That's
That
my
could
theory.
work.
Like they understood the
That
situation
could
and they're
work.
saying, "We'll do it like this." But
I mean, that could work. But again, we have to see. We don't even know what the.
we don't even know if they're coming back. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well.
But remember, they
I
came
mean,
back at the end of JN, so why would they need to come back again? Kind of situation.
My memories. That's why.
Oh, the memories.
My memories.
But yeah, once again, it's all a mystery. It's all
yeah,
one giant
we
mystery.
won't even
Oh,
know.
it's
We're
all
not
my
even gonna-
memories.
Yeah, we won't even know for about 2.5 weeks where we're gonna start.
Yeah, and we need the episode titles.
Defender saying that Dogasu is wrong. Gonna have to double check on that. As a matter of fact, I might actually ring him up over the weekend and see what's going on.
Yeah, I remember Togasu got into a bit of an issue when mistranslating something by accident. So a while back.
Yeah,
so,
but again, I'll probably. Well, I gotta hit him up anyway because I gotta meet up in like 2 months anyway. So I gotta freaking talk to him. So maybe it'll give me an excuse to freaking talk to him about this shit.
yeah, nice.
So
So, with that being said, ladies and gents, I think we're gonna wrap it up now.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so I
Wrap.
gotta get going soon.
Crunch
Because the
wraps
work's
supreme.
coming tomorrow, and I have to.
Yeah, I gotta go back tomorrow, man. That's
Yeah.
some bullshit.
But with that being said, ladies and gents, that officially concludes our session for the PokePod World Podcast.
And this series.
Bye.
Kind of nice.
Yeah,
to-
and this series too. Yeah,
If I
and this series.
continue, if I say they'll continue, they'll continue.
Who the-
Bitch, fuck you, pay me.
Oh man. But yes, so ladies and gents, we thank you guys so much for joining us with us tonight. I think it's been a lot of fun being here with y'all. And we appreciate y'all for being with us throughout 170 full sessions of this franchise season. So yeah. I'm just happy we made it to the end. There was no BS in between. There was no weird numbering values we had to do. Totally.
We have an entire series now that's full.
Totally.
From beginning to end, all on YouTube too.
All on
of it.
YouTube.
All 3 years. Officially there available for all of you guys to enjoy. So with that,
For your
no
viewing
e-call.
pleasure.
No, we've had our e-calls. Oh, actually no, we haven't had an e-call, but we definitely have had the weird internet coon situation. But other than that though, it's been good. It's been fun. And I could not have done this once again had it not been for the various peeps that have been with us in this call and within our team for the past 3 years and even beforehand. We hope you guys enjoyed this round, and we cannot wait to come back again and see y'all in 2023 when the new season of the PokePod finally starts kicking in. There's a lot of fun surprises coming in, and we hope you guys look forward to the shenanigans that are going to go throughout that year. So,
Like how Satoshi looks like he's coming.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Coming.
Oh no, he's going to pre. But yeah, so.
Look at pre, dude.
Yeah, I'm done. I think we're going to wrap it up. Normally I would say the recap thing, but, or not recap, but like our things for the week, but.
Plug-ins.
Yeah, it's a little late on that for me anyway. I got to get going soon. So,
Yeah.
got to go take care of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just know. Okay, just to quickly recap, for everybody that I think is gonna be happening once again for 2 weeks from the Mondays moving forward. There will not be any PokePod sessions whatsoever, but there will be a PokePod Direct on the YouTube channel, which you guys, if you haven't followed the official Twitter account for that for the PokePod World, make sure to go and do so. Other than that, please once again keep yourselves safe. Have yourselves a wonderful new year. TSS, would you like to give them the magic words?
Wash your fucking hands.
For the last time in
Wash your
2022.
fucking hands.
Yeah, you dirty fucking animal shit.
Yeah. So thank you, Richie. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you, Polly.
Anytime.
Thank you, TSS. Thank you to our buddy Emmy, Nessa, Terrell, our buddy Dean, and
Oop.
everyone else who has been with us throughout this year, bro. We appreciate y'all for being with us tonight. And we'll talk with all you lovelies later the next time we meet. Take care, everybody. And as always, have yourselves a wonderful night. And I'll speak with you guys then. All right, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
420 blazes.
Thank you for watching us.
To each their own way.
Shit.
Fuck,
In the
I'm
No,
tired.
metaverse.
it's next time a new beginning. Damn it.
Mother Suzuki. Okay.